to another exciting session of Tales of Tellos, the Steam Age. I'm your humble Dungeon Master, DM Order, and I'm joined here by these awesome individuals who are the heroes of the campaign. And from everyone here for it, Happy New Year's. It's our first game of the 2025 for the Steam Age, Tales of Tellos, so we're really excited for it. Just going to be a really good episode, hopefully, and hopefully all of you will enjoy it. So, we're going to go into a little bit of the recap, and with that being said, let's talk about what happened. Well, before I take it in the recap, just want to let everyone know that tonight is session 66 for it. So, insert any Star Wars memes here. If you want to watch any of our previous episodes, they are on our YouTube channel, Castles and Calamities. So feel free to check it out there. If this is the first time joining us, you're in for a show. We're in the middle of a dungeon crawl. Fun times ahead with exploring rooms number 2, 3, and 4 in order to move forward. But if you're curious about any of the others, if you're brand new, feel free to check out our YouTube channel. Like I said. Also, feel free to check out our show, our sister campaign, which is on Thursdays, run by DM Chaos, also known as Lance. In this game, it's a fun campaign that is taking place in a sort of more of a classical era, very sword and sorcery at the moment, as we are traveling through the continent, dodging and trying to deal with a lot of people that are after us after disappearing for 10 years and the world going to hell. So, not literally the hells, but lots of tyranny has exploded across the realms.
Although that's a good idea. Maybe we should do that.
No. Maybe. I don't know what your plans are for C3, but keep that in your back pocket, Chaos. But
Dude, I don't even know what my plans are for the rest of this campaign, so.
yeah. But for order and all the stories that are here, you're in the right place. So let's go into what happened last time for our first episode of 2025, and let's talk about what happened last time. So, as the group, during session 65, the group was exited the cage, or not the cage, the prison, the dungeon cell, that they were previously trapped in. They attempted to speak to, or were about to speak potentially to the Bone Collective until Lance decided he's going to throw a fireball. He threw a fireball, combat ensued, Chance used some magic when the Bone Collective tried to use his swirling attack.
I
And
do have.
Go ahead.
I was looking at the chat log, and I do have a clarification there.
Sure.
So before that happened, we rolled initiative,
Correct.
and in the initiative, I rolled a nat 1.
Yes.
Initiative would be an ability check in which I would have lost a finger, so I would have left at that point.
Yeah.
Not when the Bone Collective was doing its thing later.
Good point. So yeah, you use the time magic triggered, and Chance disappeared right as initiative started because she got spooked, used her time magic, and timey-wiminess disappeared. So, but good call, Chance. So after Chance disappeared, the group fought the Bone Collective. It was a really intense battle after it did its whirlwind attack, and the group then defeated it. It escaped down the hatch of one of the grates, and the group took a short rest in order to recover. As they took a short rest, they did look at the different cells in there, and they saw some individuals. They were able to see some individuals, some creatures of sorts, some undead, and a skeleton with a ring on it that everyone was questioning a lot whether they should enter the door or not. But the group completed a short rest in only a few minutes, and then freed the succubus Eleonora, who immediately started flirting with Big Red, and they decided to contract with her. In exchange for 1 soul coin, they were able to ask her 5 questions, and they basically were almost about to negotiate other terms for it until Zanny realized that maybe this is part of the challenge, part of the test to prove oneself. The group refused to leave without rescuing at least 1 person. They then went to, or tried to, free a ghost in the corner, but it was overwhelmed with grief. Everything in that cell was full of grief and suffering. Everyone was succumbing to it, even Lance at one point, but Lance pushed forward, stood before the ghost, showed it compassion, and was willing to share in that grief and help lead it out of the room. Once it escaped the room, it was still feeling the echoes of grief, but was touched by the compassion, and then suddenly disappeared. The group figured or sensed, thanks to the Spirit of Death's ability that Lance had, that the Bone Collective was climbing up the shaft, having reformed through whatever magic, and was going up and could potentially return. It is at that time the group decided probably best to leave, but right as they were stepping out, that's where we ended. So let's come back to, with session 66, seeing what is exactly about to happen as the group is making their way out of the cell. I would like everyone to please roll me a d20 and let's get this party started.
But it's not Saturday night.
All right, let's see. Alice with the 4. These are the first rolls of the new year, so let's see if we're good. 4, 14, 9,
Fucking your socks.
3, and 2.
I was really hoping I would get to go like last.
I mean, you
Forgot
could
who
totally
I played
take
with.
it.
So, all
Yeah,
right.
I'm here.
You all, guys, starting strong. You guys.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Right as you all are making your way, moving a little bit, you see there's a flicker, a shimmer, and suddenly, Chance, you pop in. A moment ago, you literally were just standing there. The Lance was throwing a fireball. You saw it, the fireball about to careen, and you instinctively tensed up. As you tensed up, initiative was started, and you felt Manny about to bite off your finger. You used time magic to prevent that, and then suddenly now you felt a strange effect, and now suddenly you're here. Everyone is moved, and it is completely different. And you rolled the highest, so it makes perfect sense. What is Chance doing as she suddenly, in her perspective, a few seconds have just blinked away, and now you're standing in the cell and people are in different places. So,
Yeah, mostly she's just looking kind of confused, taking in the situation and trying to assess.
all right. You're taking in the situation. You do see a succubus and a devil of sorts. Looks over and kind of like waves at you a little bit, smiling. Let's go to see what the others are reacting as Chance suddenly appears. Let's go to Lance. You rolled the second. What are you doing as Chance reappears?
Oh, hey, you're back. We don't have to go find you now.
I went somewhere?
You've been gone for like either an hour or a week or 5 minutes. Time sucks down here.
Yeah,
Sure.
it's definitely.
Oh, and the guy's on his way back. We killed him, but he's coming back. So we kind of got to move.
I thought we were going to talk to him.
Well, we kind of blew him up.
All right.
Okay, what's going on here?
We're leaving. Let's go.
What about? And she just points at the cells.
We freed one of the guys. There are a bunch of tests. We don't have time to do them all, so we're not going to do them all. There are a bunch of trials of emotions we don't have time to deal with, so...
Yep. Going next to the list, Alice. What is Alice doing as she hears this conversation? You're not sure how long you have until the Bone Collective returns, but what is Alice's mood or reaction after everything, the ordeal, and hearing Lance talk to Chance again?
Alice is mostly because one of the last things we did was kind of free that little despair spirit, correct?
Correct. The ghost.
Correct.
He did kind of like bond with you and Lance because you both were talking with him at the very end, but then he suddenly disappeared after gasping.
Yes. Alice is just kind of reflecting, but also she's doing the thing where she's starting to like inch towards the door, like, hey, maybe we should get going. You know the classic, like where you're like, oh well, I guess I better be going, and everyone's still talking, so you stand, and as you make conversation, start to head towards the door. Yes,
slowly.
that's what she's doing right now.
Gotcha.
Uh-huh,
Cool,
yes.
cool story, bro. All right.
Exactly like that. Thank you.
All right. Zanny, you were roll number 4, or technically 3, but you're 4th in place. What's Zanny's mood after Chance has returned?
Oh, thanks. 16, you're back. Short answer. This was a trial. We thought we were going to end up having to fight this guy in there, so we started the conversation about whether or not we should do it, and that just kind of led to it happening. Um, Things popped off. He got his help. He got himself a bone up. He's on his way back. Apparently, he reforms infinitely because that's part of the room. But like, this was a trial. We passed it. We could do more. We don't have time. It would put us at imminent danger. We need to go. That's a succubus. She's not part of this. She's just a fuck ass. Please leave her alone.
My only question before we leave is, did we pass the trial or did you pass it? Because I didn't do any of the trials, so do I have to at least try one of these rooms? Or is it going to be is it going to be like the door where we all have to have taken part? Did you all do something?
No, it was kind of a if we're doing this as a group, I think, and there's definitely going to be more trials coming because this is one room out of 4, and we definitely all got a part to play in this one.
Chance,
Yeah,
you would notice that there's a glowy mark on Lance's chest. That wasn't there before.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, like, everybody went into this room and made an attempt. Whether they passed or not, everybody made an attempt, except for Chance.
Correct. I'm just letting you know that as an additional fact, that you would notice there's a glowy mark on Chance's chest, or on Lance's chest. So, but that is a...
I actually didn't make an attempt on that. I was going to after Lance, but Lance was successful.
Mhm.
So I actually didn't make an attempt.
Gotcha.
That's what I was asking. Like, do we all have to?
Yeah.
Should we
Yeah,
all
no.
attempt it just to say that we did? Like,
You're not sure?
It is not. I'm kind of making the imminent call of not worth more imminent danger unless absolutely necessary, and we won't find out it's absolutely necessary if we don't leave the room.
Yep.
what happens to those people?
As you ask that, switching just for a little slight moment, Erlon. What is Erlon doing as this conversation is happening? You would notice Eleonora is occasionally glancing at your direction.
Well, because speaking of people, are we not going to bring her with us?
Oh, I'm fine. Don't worry about me, Eleonora says.
Really? I mean, this place is kind of scary, especially with the bone collector and stuff. You don't want to come with us?
I'm fine here. I'll be fine. Don't worry. But
She
I'll see
doesn't
you
want to
later.
collect your bone.
Wait, Lance. She didn't say that. Okay. So we're not bringing her, guys.
No, she's got her own deal going on. Also, chance for clarification. She used to be a trial. She's not a trial anymore. She used to be a trial or less.
Well, then let's go. I guess we'll just we'll recap everything for you, Chance, later, because I think you did the same thing that you did on the train. And if you don't know where you went, we don't know where you went. So let's keep going.
I just, like I said, I don't. I mean, do these people just die here?
Right now, I don't want to think about it. There's apparently already one that's already dead, possibly. And we almost died multiple times here.
Me asking DM something here. If I remember right, we leave. She's going to take these people.
I didn't quite catch that. Say it one more time.
This is me trying to recall information from last session. If we leave, this succubus is going to start taking these people.
Correct.
Is that correct?
Yes.
Okay.
She had a previous agreement with the Bone Collective. She's taking her, what she believes is due. There are technically no living people in any of the cells. As a reminder, and especially because Chance, you weren't here last time, but looking around, if you do decide to look around, you would see that there is a wisp of sorts inside one cell. There's a skeleton in another with a big ring on its finger. You would see a skeletal knight. You would see lots of them are empty. Maybe they're empty or invisible empty. And then you would see a horrific looking demon with a glowing purple eye in the center of its face. Other than that, you do not see any other ghosts or people.
Sorry, not do they just die? Do they just get sent to hell if we leave? Or be stuck here forever?
To be honest, I think this one just points to the succubus. I think this one's gonna claim him if we don't do something. But to do something means we probably are all going to end up dead. And then we can't help anybody or do anything.
Guys, time's clicking. We gotta get clicking. I don't know why it's clicking, ticking. Let's go.
Is
Fuck.
there were just wards around the cells, right?
What you remember
when I had the eye magic.
Yeah, what you remember is that the cells were blocking. I think I said conjuring, like teleporting magic and communication magic. That was what you learned. You didn't learn anything about what happened last time. So, for Chance's knowledge, that's the only thing we remember. So, Erlon is asking a question though. Erlon and Alice did indicate that they're kind of moving, so I'm gonna start moving tokens. Is Chance moving along with them, or is she still lingering right there in the corner room of the room?
She's moving towards the door. She might make a turn into one of the cells.
No!
Chance, if you stay here and enter any of those cells, we can't stay with you. And
Yes.
It'll probably kill you.
Look, Chance, just trust us. We've tried, and some of us have failed.
Oh, really, Erlon? I should just trust what you're saying the way you trusted what I was saying earlier?
What? Yes, because all of our lives are on the line. Now either get in a cell and try to help someone out right now. All of you shut the fuck up. Either get out the door or help someone, but stop arguing about it and do something.
I bet we go. I don't want to see the pointy man again because he definitely will probably kill us. And they'll probably kill us. Oh, all right, Ella, we left.
No, you guys are sorry. Opening the door, I forgot to. I'm taking out the lights. Give me a second.
I'm not gonna lie, that was like perfect because I'm looking at the screen and then poof, we're no shit house.
I thought we got pooped out the other side.
I feel like I've been here before.
There you go. Multiple layers. So.
That's funny.
You open the door.
Speaking of which, is this the same way I did come from?
Yes. Now.
Okay.
Erlon, I'm gonna ask you to roll an intelligence check.
Okay. That's gonna be low.
No, we're the smart ones, remember?
We're the smart ones. You're right. Oh my god. Intelligence. Boop. Roll, please. Yay. Holy not today.
Both of you step forward, and the trap wasn't reset. So Erlon and Alice, you walk, and the floor falls through, and you both plummet down.
Wait, it wasn't reset.
And well, let me rephrase that. It hasn't been disengaged, so the floor is a trap door, and you both end up right back in the pit over here in this room.
16 sake, Elon.
Well, fuck Alice. I'm trying to just get out of here, and everybody's fucking talking. Let's go.
You both scream, plummet, and then just fall back into the cell. The cell is unlocked. You guys can
we know.
Get out.
No, all right, look, step over it this time. Over it.
Over it. Don't tell the rest of them.
They saw it. You guys literally saw the two of them. I mean, both of you make a con save to see if you both screamed.
I could tell you I screamed.
Okay. So
But it was
Alice,
a
you
ladylike scream.
Erlon, did you scream?
Oh,
while
let's
conquering?
go. 18.
Okay,
Mine
you
isn't a
did-
scream,
You did
it's
not
a
scream.
fuck.
All right. Are you all moving along? I will say I'm not sure who has the keys, but I don't think it's Chance did not have any of the keys, so opening the doors is not any of the cages is not possible without the assistance of someone else.
Really quick side note: we're walking by the succubus again, and I'm doing the most awkward little wave, like, yep.
And she's
Just
like,
wanted to do a double take. All right, we're out.
yep. She just watches you, and anyone else looking at her, she's checking Erlon's butt out. So.
You see that, Alice? You saw that, Alice? Alice saw that?
Have some dignity, please. I beg of you.
Lance, you do sense he's getting closer. It's hard to judge distance, but he is getting closer. So, with that being said, let's now see. Chance, are you trying to open any of the doors, or are you following everyone else out?
She is following everyone, but she is trailing her hands along the door and she is crying.
Okay.
She's crying.
Like,
Shit.
not loudly, but like tears are falling down her face.
Do I notice?
Roll a perception check.
I'm gonna feel bad. Oh, okay, that was good. Hopefully.
Yeah, you would notice it as you're heading out. Chance, as you're in that specific area, you would see there is a skeletal knight that is like watching you as you pass, your hands kind of like trailing some of the bars. And then you would notice a demon watching you in a kind of like a sleeping position, but its eye opens as you're passing by. All right, Chance, do you jump over the the little trap?
They don't know about the trap.
They just saw you both plummet, so they know
Damn
there's a trap door, unless they actually engage the lever to make it so it's permanently flat.
I mean, if I see a lever, I'll do the lever.
You do it. So, Chance is out. Lance, are you out?
Yeah.
Okay. Let's see. Alice, is Alice out?
Yeah, I'm not gonna fall in the hole again.
Yeah.
Hopefully.
That would have been hilarious, but okay. Alice is out. And Zanny, are you out?
Yeah. I had half a mind to stop at the store on the way out and just stick 7 in the lock and turn it, just walk out and be like, okay, yeah, go have fun.
Are you doing that, or are you just gonna leave the skeleton?
Yeah, because I'm not leaving with the keys. I'm gonna stick the number 7 in there and turn it, and on my way out, I'm gonna make sure I'm gonna wait for everybody else to cross, and then I'm just gonna
All right.
object interact to turn the key, leave the key in the handle, and then dash and action to run the fuck out of here.
You hear Eleanor be like, "Oh, you," and then the door slams right as you are leaving.
Do you think
She
I was
has
gonna
to
let you
deal
do it
with
without a fight?
All right, you all are outside of the room. The door is slammed behind you, or shut behind you. You guys make your way. Any conversations as you guys are heading around the bend to return to the main central room? Let's start with Chance. Anything from you?
No, she's silent.
Okay. Lance, anything from you as you're making your way around the bend?
Nope.
Cool. Alice, anything as you see you guys make it around the bend, you see where the former trap was, where you all originally fell except Erlon. The trap has been nullified, at least at this moment, so you don't have to worry, but anything you're doing or saying?
Not really. She's actually just being hyper vigilant about traps because she's now fallen through the floor twice, and by golly, she's not doing it a third time. So she's like, walking more carefully than everyone else. And if she's not walking directly behind like Erlon, like directly in his footsteps, she's towing her way across the ground.
Just
Not my
But
fault.
she is on Erlan's heels.
fair, awesome. Zanny, anything you're doing as you guys are past the pit where you originally fell?
Just I think that's probably about the time that the adrenaline comes off of what she just did in that room. She just, I'm really sorry. I'm really sorry for you. I'm sorry for you. I'm sorry for you. I'm sorry.
Got it. And Erlon, anything you're doing right as you guys reach the door to return to the main central chamber?
Yeah, I think either before or definitely like before we got to that point or as we're walking to that point, if I'm not already at Chance, I'll probably go over to Chance, so run over to her and kind of just slightly check on her, especially noticing her crying, and see what's going on. Chance, Chance, I know you didn't want to do that. I noticed you're crying. Like I'm sorry. Like what's going on? What's going through your head right now? Was it something I said? You're really angry at me.
I've been angry at you since the other day.
Well, tell me what's going on, because if we're gonna keep going through this dungeon, I can't have you angry with me this whole time. So, what's up?
I left that room because despite not having all of the information, I believe you guys. And you said we had to go. So we left those people to whatever terrible fate the hells have for them.
Yeah. And believe me, Chance, if we could save them all, I'd be the first one to jump to the occasion. But I felt like with how everything went, I mean, if we went to save them, there's no chance of us even getting out. So in the end, they'd still end up perishing.
Yes.
Or
And like I said, I came because you said we should, and I trusted what you said, which is more than I can say for you.
Gotcha. You don't think I trust you?
I asked you the other day not to do what you did, and you did, despite my saying no multiple times. And so, yes, I don't think you trust my judgment.
Chance, in that situation, I told you, I don't know what came over me. All right. Don't know. I felt like we had to jump on the occasion. And remember, if you just told me the information that it might have been your sister, there would have been a whole different outcome.
It doesn't matter whether it was my sister or not. It could have been a complete stranger.
Fair enough.
It is what it is. It's
No.
done, and there's no changing it. What's done is done.
Chance, it isn't what it is. It's what you make it. All right. I'm sorry. I said sorry before. I meant it before. All right. But we can't keep going on with you hating me for this. Okay.
I don't hate you. I just, yeah, sure you do.
Well, I'll prove it to you one way or the other. I promise you.
Perhaps.
And with that, Erlon kind of just goes back in front of the group.
All right. Some of you unsure about the context, but seeing this exchange, who's going first through the door?
I am.
All right. You
Hold on. Is Sheldon still in that room?
do you concentrate and look through his eyes?
Yes.
He is still in the room.
Is there anyone else in the room with Sheldon?
He looks around. Nope.
Okay, guys. Sheldon's alone.
Oh, good for Sheldon.
So, Erlon, you push the doors open, and
Yep.
the doors open. You are able to enter, and the group returns back into the central chamber.
Nice. Is there any difference with the other rooms that we can notice right away?
As you all enter the chamber, the doors do shut, and as the doors behind you shut, you all feel a strange sensation. Everyone, roll a con save for me, please.
Not again.
Can I use Lucky to reroll that?
Sure.
Just real quick.
You said con save?
Yep.
Much better.
Ooh,
All right.
okay. I like it. There they are.
All of you pass. You all feel not the waves of exhaustion, but you do all feel suddenly like, woof, feels like you've been up for a long time. You all don't immediately like are passing out, but suddenly all of your stomachs are grumbling, calls of nature are suddenly flaring up, and you feel like you want to rest. Long rest, I mean.
Oh man.
So, Chance, what is Chance doing as she feels this sensation? You're on mute, Chance.
She's just leaning against the wall, defeated.
Okay. So, cool. Lance, what is Lance doing as he feels this sensation?
Kind of looking at everybody and goes, we should probably try to take turns this time instead of all passing out at the same time again.
Great. Alice, what is Alice's reaction to this sensation?
She agrees with Lance. She kind of is a little nervous to get rested in here, though. She doesn't trust anywhere, so she's kind of gonna go find a corner and pray that she can get at least some shut eye before we all die.
All right.
Inevitably.
You are hungry, so I will say that before you all decide to sleep. So just keep in mind that. Zanny, what is Zanny's reaction to the sensation?
I think she just kind of moves over to like almost the middle of the room and like starts sparking up a small flame. Not like nothing crazy, just enough to like heat up water and stuff.
You do have the gear to kind of like set up this like mock campfire of sorts, and then you are able to start making the fire and boiling any water or cooking anything in your pot. And what are you doing specifically though? Are you just doing boiling water for like tea, or are you cooking something?
No, I'm gonna pull out the pot and do like probably a big vat of pasta.
Pasta, okay, great.
Since we're about to sleep, and it's just like as I'm setting it up, it's like, yeah, Lance, that's a good idea. I'm gonna work on some food. I'll take first.
All right. Awesome. And Erlon, what is Erlon doing as he feels the sensation, the time adjustment?
I think in all honesty, just like thinking about what was said with Chance. Just kind of figuring out how he's going to be able to gain her trust, but also show that he trusts her more than anything. So I think he's just kind of thinking to himself and kind of feeling like like he fucked up big time.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
All right. For the sake of the story, let's just ask everyone who's going on first watch together after eating Zanny's pasta. Zanny, I know you said first. You would be with first. Who's joining Zanny,
Yeah.
if anyone?
I'll take first for sure, since I gotta be working on that anyway.
Okay.
I'll help.
Perfect. Because you do have to repair your bones, Lance.
Yep.
Awesome. Who is on second?
I'll take the middle.
All right. Chance, you're in the middle. Does anyone want to join Chance in the middle? If not,
I would love to, but
that awkwardness. You keep
it for real. Yeah, I think
that's up to Erlon. Would Erlon endure the awkwardness as a show of good faith, or would he give her the space?
No, as stubborn as he is going to give her space because I think that's going to be beneficial for both of them. Because if not, he's going to probably dig himself deeper. So, dig a little deeper.
So I'm going to assume then, Erlon, you're taking third. Alice, are you taking second or third?
Third.
All right.
Alice, you get your ass out of here. No, I'm just playing.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry.
No.
No. I'll just sleep. You sleep, or you take third. I'll just sleep.
We're not sleeping.
What?
All right. We are in long rest mode, so everyone don't mark off long rest yet, because there's gonna be some rolls. Let me just for funsies. Let me just roll to see who's gonna roll. Take page out of chaos. Okay, that would be the number 2 person, which was Lance. Chaos. Roll me a D100, please. Okay. Cool.
And this is how we die, guys. Sorry.
Let me roll something on this side. Okay.
Yep.
So, Lance and Zanny, you are on first shift. I will say, Lance, you just, out of caution, you cast Detect Magic just to see how the room is looking. And you notice that the room that you guys exited out of, the one that in the far left, or the west one, southwest door, there's not a lot of magic there. There is, but not as much as the other doors. It has locked itself, but it seems that the symbol you carry has negated a lot of the magic. You could, in theory, reopen it, but it seems like there's more protections in the other 3 doors that would unlock the central chamber. So you have at least that comfort. To ask, does Lance work on minor repairs to the bones and then casting Animate Dead on them?
Yeah.
Okay. I believe the spell maximum is 4 for a 3rd level casting. You have 6, so are you casting it twice?
No, he still has a 5th level slot, so he would. If he's gonna take a long rest, he's gonna burn the 5th and do it all at once.
All right.
Since he thinks he's gonna take a long rest.
Yep. So mark off the 5th level spell, and all 6 of them reform after just like some polishing fixing. Fortunately, they only took slashing damage. Even if it was magical slashing damage from an undead, that's not enough to destroy the runes for it. So very easily to repair them and then reanimate them. Is there any conversation Zanny and Lance want to have during the long rest process?
Go ahead.
Oh well, no, you start. I do have something I want to. Go ahead.
Oh no, I was just gonna say Lance is just kind of muttering to himself about how he wishes he kept his magic lamp to put the bone guy in so he could have captured him to take care of later and kept him under his control himself for later.
that that'd have been a good one. I like that. I would like you making that little thing your puppet. I man, this place is getting to me. I may need you to keep my ass in check.
It's not that bad. You're fine.
I, I that was the toned down version, honey. I I've gotten over a whole lot in my life. I just one thing I ain't managed to shake yet is losing them people the way I did, and sometimes I see you all and I get scared I'm gonna lose you too.
Yeah, why do you think I went back in a second time instead of making you guys go in?
Yeah, that was kind of nuts. I was about to volunteer that one, and then you just went and did it, and I'm I cannot believe I'm saying this again, but I am impressed by you, Black Sands. You're a good man, and I may give you a lot of shit, but you're a good man.
I have just learned a long time ago that it doesn't matter how difficult something is the first time you do it, the second time you face something, it becomes much easier. So, no matter how hard it was the first time, walking in the second time was going to be easier. And if it didn't work the second time, the third time would have been even easier. And you can keep walking into it over and over again, and eventually it'll crack.
What what keeps you walking?
I'm pretty sure my head's harder than Erlon's is.
That I'll give you. Yeah, you are. I said you're a good man, but you're still a better necromancer than you are me.
Yeah, I think that's what it is. I'm pretty sure that I'm just more stubborn than anything else.
Yeah. I. You remind me of my late husband sometimes. You know that?
You've said that before.
Yeah. You were both stubborn idiots who didn't like to listen to me.
I
But
take
you
that as a
knew
compliment.
it should be in the highest regard. I'm not the woman you should always be listening to. Sometimes I would rather cut and run than deal with the situation, but we ain't allowed to do that anymore, are we?
Well, we'll we'll see where this whole thing ends up. I have been holding it together so far, but I, for one, am ready to be done with this place. I would like to find this sliver as quickly as possible and get our asses out of here.
Yeah.
Because
Completely agreed.
I think everybody's getting on their last nerves pretty quickly with each other, and I think everybody needs to get out of here and go back to their own little corners and take a little bit of a break.
Yeah. Uh, there's a big part of me that agrees with you, but there's a little part of me that wonders if we should just stay in until we have to duke it out because that's what family does. But that's my family, and we're pretty fucked up. So maybe we don't go it that way.
Yes,
We're
but
the, we're the we're the don't go to bed kind of angry kind of family. You know what I'm saying?
yes, but also from what I can tell from your family, I assume that you guys would lock each other in a room with pillows and not guns.
Pillows, no. Guns, no. Knives, sometimes. But don't underestimate my grandmother. She doesn't ever need anything. She's got a mean right hook.
That's fair. But most of this people is carrying, a metaphorical shotgun or another.
Oh, you're right. You're right. I'm being glib. I gotta stop doing that. I'm sorry.
Oh, I know. I'm just saying if they came to blows in here without some form of restraint, there's a good chance somebody's going to kill somebody.
Yeah. Yeah. It's.
And it's probably going to be chance killing Erlon.
Oh, yeah, that would be the first time that girl goes off and hauls off and kills someone. It would be fucking rad.
Yeah.
No. Can't have that happen. Nope. Mm-mm. I mean, Alice, I'd understand, but Red, no.
As funny as it would be,
Yeah.
we can't have that.
No,
yet.
we really can't. No, we gotta get the opposite of that. I mean, shit, I'm in on it too. We're biting at each other's heels. But something's gotta give.
Yeah. It'll work out. But hopefully we'll find the end of this and everybody can hug it out.
I hope so.
As you say this, the doors to the south open suddenly, and there is a spilling of acid immediately coming out, hissing. And you notice a creature emerging, stomping forward. Lance and Zanny, you both are proficient in Arcana. You would recognize a clay golem. What is your immediate reaction?
So there's acid in a clay golem?
There's a little bit of acid that's spilling over as the doors are being pushed open. You can roll an intelligence check. Yeah, you remember that trap room was an acid trap room. You guys didn't have to deal with the acid because you chose quickly the lever and the correct lever. Perhaps this creature or someone did not, but the door is opening as the acid has been stopped or the door is unlocked. And that's what a little bit of the acid spill over. It's not like a flood of acid is coming, but there's just an acid spillover from the doors opening.
Does it look hostile?
Hard to tell with a clay golem, but because it's just literally opening the door and stepping forward, stomping for it. You would know clay golems are immune to acid, which is interesting if that's the creature that's emerging from the acid trap room.
Would I know if clay golems can speak?
You would know, well, this is the last thing I'll give you. No, they cannot. Clay golems specifically, higher level golems can sometimes say one or two words, but they're not intelligent. They're not intelligent creatures.
Okay, Lance is just going to watch it for a second to see what it does.
Okay, Zanny, what are you doing?
Okay, Lance is thinking all of that. Zanny's taking her coat off and throwing it over the fire that she had, so the room goes black.
Wait, say it one more time. I'm sorry.
She's throwing her coat over the fire to douse it.
Gotcha.
Because her coat is metal reinforced, so she's just throwing it over the thing to put it out.
Okay. I'm gonna ask you to roll a Arcana check. Well, two things actually for it. The room isn't lit by your fire. I think I mentioned that.
That's right. There's glowstones.
Correct.
Yeah.
Also,
so I guess that really doesn't matter.
And I think you would, just for the fun of it, I'll just ask you, roll a Arcana check.
Oh, yeah, they probably have some sense, don't they? There we go.
Wow, 27. Yeah, you would know clay golems have dark vision also on top of that. So I'll say
So that'd probably be, yeah. That probably set it off more than anything.
You're not sure, but I'll say you know that before you take off your jacket and throw it over. So do you want to change your action?
Yeah, no, and I mean instead of that, I'll just put my hand on like Lance's wrist and mind link with him for my action.
All right. I want both of you to roll perception checks now.
And
All right. 16 for Lance.
you.
Okay. That's it. You okay? Good. So you notice the clay golem kind of like move forward, stomping a little bit, and then stops, tilts its head towards you all, and kind of like tilts its head towards the sleeping individuals by the wall. No outward sign of aggression. Um, Zanny, I will say, you know, with that 27, I'm going to send you a quick message on the side.
Is it that as a golem it has to have a master and that it saw it and it probably just told the master what it saw?
Potentially.
Taking a wild guess. Oh. As soon as it saw us, it's just Lance in your head. Lance, you and I both know that thing's got a master and it just saw us.
Oh, I know.
Do you want to run an interference or wake people up?
I'm trying to figure out whose master it is.
Yeah. I'm gonna actually no. Before I run my mouth about a spell, let's see if I actually prepared it. I didn't, so I don't. So I'm like, oh yeah, I did. Okay, I'm gonna subtle see invisibility.
Okay. You cast subtle see invisibility. Um, Looking around, I'm going to ask you to reroll one more time a perception check. Looking around, you do not see any invisible creatures in the room.
Well, if they're
Also,
in
is
here, I
Sheldon
don't see
literally
them.
still sitting there, Lance?
Yeah.
Okay, just Sheldon's like staring at this golem that's like almost right in front of it. Okay, Zanny, what were you about to say? I'm sorry.
Just in Lance's head that if it's in here, I don't see it. Whatever's controlling this thing, visible or not.
It begins to walk slowly this way. But it's strange. It's still staring at you, but it's walking sideways.
Keep an eye on it. And I'm just gonna start walking, just casually over to everybody. I'm gonna try to pass off like I'm just checking on them, but I'm just going to touch each one of them and start mind melding and mind linking into them.
DM, if we were done repairing them, he would have put the skellies away, just so you know.
Oh, he would put them. Okay, so
Yeah.
I'll put those back in. So, Zanny, are you watching the clay golem as you move, or are you breaking eye contact and looking away from the golem because it seems to be staring at you and Lance.
I'm so in my head I'm thinking I'm asking Lance to keep an eye on it, and I'm almost acting like it's not even there.
Okay. I'm gonna ask you to make one last perception check.
Okay. Oh yeah, there it is.
Okay. As you kind of stumble because you're trying to not make a perception, you kind of like trip on your feet. And Alice, I want you to make a wisdom saving throw.
Yeah.
Okay. You are violently woken up as something grabs your hair and pulls you towards it, and you scream. You notice there is a devilish creature who has you at like a dagger to your throat or spear to your throat, and its beard's almost like snakes wrapping itself around your face, blinding you as it grapples you and prevents you from speaking. Right as you scream, there's something that wraps around your mouth.
Oh, okay. Well, she's just slamming her hand like palm down into the ground, trying to make some sort of noise.
You were able to get off one scream. So Lance and Zanny, you do hear this, and you do see that there is a bearded devil that now has Alice hostage. What are you two doing? And I'll say actually, Chance and Erlon, I'm gonna ask you to roll con saves. You want to roll
saves?
low to wake up.
Lovely. On saves. Oh, well, that's not too bad.
Chance, you immediately wake up. The stress of everything, your body is completely like not willing to sleep. You immediately wake up. Erlon, that's right on the border. Let me roll for you, a separate roll.
Okay.
Okay, you wake up. You wake up like stirring, and as you look, you see both of you are stirring and seeing this. So,
What in the fuck?
what was that?
I said, what in the fuck?
Yeah. So, we're gonna ask some questions here very quickly in order of things. Chance, what are you doing as you're waking up? There's a giant golem neck nearby you, and then you woke up because you heard a slight scream, and you're quickly surveying this area. What are you doing?
Yeah, she heard the scream. She's concerned, but also she's a little more concerned with this thing that's like 10 feet in front of her face.
Yep. We're gonna do more, but it's like immediate reaction. So that's like just like soaking that in. That's what your concern is. Awesome. Lance, what is your immediate reaction as this is happening? Because it appears that the clay golem acted as a decoy for this creature to sneak and stealth and grab one of you guys. What is Lance doing, or reacting, or his impression?
Banishing the devil.
Okay, we're gonna get to you in a moment as you're about to prepare this spell. So we'll hold that for a second. I'm gonna do the banishment.
He'll do it subtly too.
Awesome. Alice, are you trying to break the grapple as you're right now have a spear to your throat and your face is covered in bearded vines?
Yeah.
Okay.
She's fighting for her life out here.
Yeah, got it. We'll get to it in a moment because Lance is about to cast banishment. You're about to try to break the grapple. You're just panicking in the moment. Awesome. Zanny, what's Zanny's immediate reaction to all this?
Did Lance indicate in any way that he was about to do that?
Yeah, you can hear him preparing the incantation if Lance you wish to.
He's gonna say it in his head. Yeah, he would say it in his head because he knows Zanny's in his head.
Gotcha. So yeah,
Okay.
Zanny, you hear him like preparing the spell, the incantation subtly.
Okay. Yeah. Then in that case, that does change what I'm gonna do. Just hand goes to gun, no, but like no, no imminent murder.
Gotcha. All right. And Erlon, what is Erlon's reaction? Like immediately after waking up? What kind of-
If he's able to see what's happening to Alice, he is immediately gonna go run towards Alice.
All
I
right,
believe.
immediately like tensing up, getting up. Great.
Yeah.
All right, a bunch of things are gonna happen at once. We're gonna first do Lance and Alice, and then we're gonna roll initiative depending on how things go. So, Lance, you activate the spell, banishment. That's a charisma saving throw. Let me roll for it. Okay, the bearded devil immediately disappears. Alice, you are free. What is your immediate reaction after, like, you're trying to struggle, break free, and then suddenly you feel its presence vanish?
She's gonna do that really awkward, like, roll over onto her belly and try to awkwardly scramble up to her feet while she can. Her hair is everywhere. She's got this, like, wild look in her eyes.
Just like,
And she looks haggard, to
Yeah,
say the
you're-
least.
just sleeping, and then someone grabs you by the hair, yanks you up, wraps bearded vines around you, and puts a spear to your throat. I think that's grounds for being haggard.
Yeah, she's like half bent over, but she straightens up and stomps her foot and goes, Bruce is allowed to touch my hair like that. She starts trying to like smooth it down a little bit. Like she didn't just go screaming across the floor.
And immediately the clay golem goes berserk. I need everyone to roll initiative, please.
Oh. It's been so long, I forgot where the initiative button was.
It's been that long?
Ugh.
Oh, look, Hamra is on the initiative. No, it's Chance, I know. All right, let's see.
I was like, oops, I have to re-roll it anyways, but so you just delete her.
Yeah, no worries, so delete.
Bro, the great rolls just keep it coming. They just
on
keep it
coming.
rolling.
So Lance, you are concentrating. The little target concentration. All right. Do we have everyone in the initiative order? I think Alice, you are not.
I didn't click my token. I rolled a
19.
19, yeah.
Okay.
Sorry. I think I like clicked out.
No worries. All right. Let's start the initiative. Alice, you are first. What are you doing as you're like, only Bruce can touch me, and you see the clay golem scream, or like give a guttural Frankenstein-like roar. What you doing?
Does it feel aggroed on anyone in particular, like Lance for me or?
You have no idea. You just
Okay,
see
I
it
didn't
goes-
know if it was just looked particularly mad at someone.
Yeah, you're not sure. It just looks like it's gone berserk.
Yes, I am going to cast. Who am I again? Oh, that's right.
Alice?
That's who I am.
You're the bar-
I'm gonna cast Bane on this guy because he looks like he packs a punch.
Yep.
Oh,
And
so
that's
big.
With a -5, that's a 7 for his.
Oh yeah,
charisma.
that might be a little less than a 17.
Yeah. So he is baned. So not even if he rolls a natural 20 can he pass a charisma save. Gotcha.
I'm gonna scooch my booch back here because now Erlon and a pillar are between me and him, but I'm also cornered. So
Cool. All right. Good turn. Let's go to
Wait.
Chance. Chance, there's a golem 10 feet away from you. It looks really upset and really violent now. What you doing?
Yeah. I mean, her first instinct was when she woke up, she was like, "What the fuck?" and was getting up.
Yeah.
Anyways, but yeah, so her second instinct, especially after it gets weird, is she is yeeting it across the room with vortex warp.
All right. Vortex warp is a con save.
Vortex warp is a con save. Yes.
Awesome. Let me roll.
Which it's probably good at, but
It is, and that was a nat 20. So it.
I'm gonna go ahead and tell it to at least re-roll that.
With what? With silvery barbs?
Yeah.
All right. What are you screaming with silvery barbs with the vocal component?
Nope.
Nope. Fair. All right. Let's see. Let's want to check one thing. Okay. Let me roll one more time. still a high roll. Let me with the Bane. Okay, that is a dirty 20 total, so I think it still saves, even with Bane for it. So you try to nope it, and it doesn't nope.
All right, well then the rest of me is noping in the other direction.
All right, move your token, because you're the last one who's cast a spell, so let's see.
5, 10, 15, 20. Yeah, okay, fine.
All right, cool. Awesome. All right, let me roll to see who it's going to target. It is going to target you, Chance. So it comes charging 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, and it raises its fists, and it's going to do, actually, it's going to do, yeah, it's going to do 2 slam attacks against you. Were you about to say something?
Yeah, I had to look something up.
Okay. So you look that up. Attack number 1, attack number 2. That's an 18 and an 11. I think the 11 misses you, but the 18 will hit. So I need you to make, or take...
I need both hit.
Okay, they both hit, so you take a total of 23 bludgeoning. And I need you to make a 2 con saves. One at a time, and I'll tell you if it passes or not. Okay, that's a fail, and then roll a second one. That is a success. So, your maximum HP is reduced by 13. So just FYI. Alright. That is the end of the Clay Golem's turn. Zanny, it is right in front of you, and it's going berserk.
Yeah. Do I have any indication of its targeting at all, or is it just kind of like doing things random now?
It seems to be now focused on chance.
Okay. I'm gonna see it wallop chance and then look at Red behind her, and I'm going to throw a adrenaline shot over at Red and hit him with a haste.
All right, you shoot the shot at Erlon, and he now has haste.
I'm alive.
You just woke up. You're like, what the hell? And then something disappears. You see a clay golem hitting Chance, and then how your
It
adrenaline
reminds me
shot.
of like Get Him to the Greek movie when he gets hit with an adrenaline shot. I don't know if anybody's watched that,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
it's like
So it's been a wild 12 seconds for you, Erlon. Just heads up. You were literally asleep 12 seconds ago.
12 seconds ago. Love
So,
it.
all right, Zanny, you're concentrating. Erlon, you're hasting.
Yeah.
What are you doing else, Zanny?
I think um I think with my bonus action I'm gonna take the dodge, and I'm just trying, like, I know I can't do anything with like any more action economy, but I'm just trying to egg it on, like, no, not her. Come hit me, you dumb shit. Come on, come over here. Get this. Come here.
Get this? Come here. A little short gnome with her gun. Awesome. All right. Are you doing any help action for your bonus action as Mastermind?
No. Bonus action is going to be cunning action dodge. I'm
Cunning
hoping
action
if it
dodge.
works, then I'm gonna give this guy disadvantage on hitting me if he tries to take swing.
Gotcha. So you're prepared. Perfect. Lance, you're up. You're concentrating on banishment. What are you doing?
I'm gonna toss the skelly bag behind me
Okay.
and tell everybody to get out.
Awesome.
And then
here's your bonus action.
And then for my action, I will cast a just a first level magic missile.
All right. Roll your magic missile attack because it automatically hits.
Actually, wait, I don't have magic missile prepared. Never mind. I will cast Arctic Blast at 2nd level.
Arctic Blast at 2nd level. Excellent. Roll your attacks. 25 hits, 19 hits, 12 misses. So that is 4 and 6, 10 ice damage. You notice it does do the normal effect. It's not resistant or anything to ice damage.
Cool.
All right, literally cool. All right, Erlon, you are hasted. What are you doing?
Fucking, we're gonna rage.
Rage. All right, that's your bonus action, rage. And then what are you doing?
Question
after
for you:
raging?
am I able to swap spots with Chance? Like basically pull her and go into her spot?
Absolutely, yeah. You can push her and pull
Okay.
her aside.
So we are gonna do
That is
that.
going to cost you 10 feet of movement.
That's totally fine. We don't need to move anywhere. And we're gonna fucking attack. We're not gonna frenzy because we already got haste, and I mean we have advantage because Zanny, correct? So.
I'll say you have to use another 5 feet and get right there.
Oh, that's fine. We can move there. We'll get that.
There you go.
So rage is on, and let's start fucking flailing at this
Advantage
guy.
and everything. Yep, go ahead. Swing away.
Awesome.
As you fight this
let's
clay
see.
golem, let's see what Erlon's first attack of the year is going to be.
Think we're gonna do. I'm trying to decide if I want to do flame tongue or legend carver. I think we're just.
Which axe are you grabbing?
We're doing legend carver.
Legend carver. You
Let's
swing.
go.
Go ahead.
Wing and better not miss, right?
20 hits.
20 to hit.
Roll damage.
All right. First damage. Pretty
13
good.
slashing. Excellent. That's
All
your first
right.
hit.
Next
you have
one.
multi-attack. Go ahead and roll your second. 23
23.
hits. Roll damage.
Bam. That's terrible damage.
Every little
It's
bit
gonna
counts.
re-roll.
That's a 9. Excellent.
Yeah.
Now, you have your hasted action, and technically you were sleeping, so you did get your short rest in, so you do have action surge.
I do have action, so I'm just gonna use the haste on this one. So we're just gonna go for one more swing.
Go ahead, one more swing.
19.
Roll damage.
All right. Let's go.
12. Excellent. This thing's looking took a lot of beating from Erlon, so great.
Perfect.
Awesome. Right. I think since you're not going to use your action surge, that's all your moves.
Yeah, and we are basically getting in a defensive position of Chance. If he's like focusing her, we are just defending her at this point.
Great. All right. Top of the initiative, Alice. You see this thing going bonkers and then attacks a Chance, and now everyone's ganging up on it. What are you doing?
So I cast I rolled a 5 last time, so I'm going to give that to Chance. Okay. That's the one where if she takes a melee attack, the person takes force damage equal to a roll of my bardic inspiration dice, I believe.
Okay, awesome. So I think, is that Garrick's story?
Yes.
Yes, Garrick. He's been here. He definitely loves being underground. So
I feel like we've never heard that story.
Alice will have to tell you the story of Garrick one of these days. But you give that to Chance. So Chance, you feel this story of a dwarf fighter. So if you get attacked again by melee, you can do damage as a reaction for it. But Alice, anything else you're doing on your turn?
So that is my action. My bonus action, I am going to inspire Erlon in a classic fashion. She's gonna say, Erlon, this is your job as bodyguard. Make sure Chance is safe, please.
Oh. Yeah, and then you kind of like blow some hair off of your face because haggard mess for a moment, but Erlon, you feel inspired.
Inspiring.
Excellent. All right, any movement for you, Alice?
No, she's quite content in her little corner, but she's gonna go that way a little bit.
Great. All right. Next up, Chance. What are you doing?
Yeah, okay. At least I'm not directly next to it, but very close. So I'm gonna cast slow on it.
Okay, slow. Let's see how it rolls with that. That is a 12. It is slow. Drown.
Okay, and she's gonna take the...
And you are now concentrating. haste concentration is a dot. There you go. Ah, moved. There we go. And take that off. All right. And then you kind of like walk around it as it's slowed. Great. That was your action.
Yeah.
Anything for bonus?
No.
Okay. You did kind of like slow-mo as well. So, awesome. All right. Funny enough, Clay Golem is going to cast haste on itself, just as a natural ability it has. So the slow negates, as it's not really a spell, it's just an ability it has. Cancels out the slow. But that's its action, and then it's gonna use its one hasted action just to attack. And the last
Is haste a spell?
No, this is an ability it has.
Okay.
Yeah, it's not
But, like,
actually for it.
Would it?
Go ahead.
So we can't
I mean, like-
counterspell it.
No, this
No,
is
no.
literally just an action.
No, but I was thinking like if it counteracts not having things with things, would it be like when you get advantage and disadvantage and you're just normal again?
Yeah, it's normal. It's flatline normal. So, yeah, so it actually wouldn't have that hasted bonus action. So, yeah, it's canceling. So as long as you maintain concentration chance, it's not going to have an extra attack that it can do. It's hasted attack. So, that's it. That's all it could do on this turn then. So, all right. Zanny, you see that. It kind of like slow down, then suddenly start up, and then it's now looking very confused. What are you doing?
Yeah, no, I get it. Sometimes it happens with golems your age, and then I just start smacking it with my short sword. Actually,
With your short sword. Okay, roll with advantage because you have.
actually, no, that thing's not enchanted. This is a golem. I'm gonna be smart. I'm gonna shoot it with my gun.
Gotcha. Great. So, shoot with your shotgun. Fire away with advantage.
It did not roll with it.
29 hits. Roll damage. And
Oh.
22 hits. Roll damage. 23. Damn. Oop.
And then this one, no sneak attack.
And then this one, no sneak attack, so that one is 22 piercing damage. You blow 2 holes into its clay body, and it looks really hurt. It's looking really hurt now. All right. Anything else for your bonus action, Zanny?
No, we're just gonna keep up with the dodge action as a bonus and just hope that if it swings my way, that it rolls badly.
Okay. Awesome. Lance, you're up. You have your skellies out.
All right. Lance is going to. Let's see the Arctic Blast again.
All right. Roll attack. 24 hits, 9 damage. 14 just barely hits. Roll damage.
And the 20 hits.
And the 20 definitely hits, so 3 extra damage.
So 17 total.
Yep.
9, 5, 3.
Yep.
And then Skeletons. He's going to have Nima run up with her magic sword, and everybody else is shooting from a distance.
All right. Great. So roll first attack with Nima, because she has the magic sword. Natural 1. She drops her sword.
She picks it back up. She's out of practice.
Yep.
She's been on bow duty for a while.
Exactly. Awesome. And then for the others, oof, that's all right. 21. All of them hit except for the 12. So roll the damage, and then I'm gonna automatically just add the 6.
That's
damage
Raul. That's
from
Raul. That missed.
Raul. Okay.
Raul missed.
Raul missed. All right.
So that's Ike for 7. Lawrence, Raul misses. Zara hits, and Gordy crits.
7, and then Gordy crits, and with Gordy, wait, are these
Not magic.
None of them have an effect. Immune to any bludgeoning, piercing, slashing damage from non-magical attacks. So it just sticks him to the clay, but unfortunately does not do any damage to it.
Damn.
All right. With that being said, Erlon, you're up. Erlon has a magic axe.
Yeah, I have a magic axe. How dare you guys?
Yeah, I'm like, Alice, you're.
How
All right.
dare you? No more bodyguard.
No bodyguard. Yeah, sorry, sorry, Alice. He's now going to be bodyguarding Chance the whole time. Good luck, Alice. All right, Erlon, it is your turn.
All right, we are swinging away. We still have Sandy there? Hell yeah, we do. All right, we're swinging on this one.
Oh hell yeah, I ain't going nowhere.
Thanks.
Wow,
and then
Alice,
also
he only wants women who are mad at him. All right, Erlon, you're swinging away. Roll your first attack with advantage.
Sorry. Yep. With my magical axe.
With your magical axe.
Oops, I miss.
15 hits.
Oh, never mind.
Is its AC.
Okay. Swing. Oh god. For 11.
Slashing. Great. Second attack. Go ahead.
Yep. That one.
19 hits. Roll damage.
Awesome. Oh yeah, let's go.
16, and with that, you cut it, and it finally collapses in on itself, and the clay starts to disassemble, and it becomes a big pile of mud as you slay the clay golem.
Erlon tries to catch all of all of the weapons of Lance's skellies.
The arrows, you mean?
Yeah, the arrows.
And we are out of initiative. So, let's do immediate first reactions for it, and then we might be going on our break. But, Chance, what are you doing as you see the clay golem? Well, before that, actually. Lance, are you maintaining concentration the full time to banish the devil?
Yeah.
Cool. So, after a minute, it's over. Chance, what's your reaction after the slight ambush?
I think she would, and also because she didn't see Zanny do this, she's casting see invisibility on herself to see if there's anything.
Yep. You look around, and you don't see any invisible creatures at this moment. So,
Okay.
Great. You keep examining for it. Lance, you maintain concentration. Is there anything else you're saying or doing as you maintain and finish the concentration on the banishment?
No.
Okay. Alice, what is Alice doing as the battle is over? The devil is banished, and the clay golem is a pile of mud.
She just kind of goes up to Erlon and she gives him what she thinks is the hardest, like, slap on him, like, manly slap on the back that she can, but it's really not that strong. And she goes, see, I knew you could get him. You're the best little bodyguard around. Also, am I going to get dragged away like that in every room we come across? Because I'm getting tired of it and my dress is torn.
Actually, I think it was just this room twice.
Oh, perfect.
It was
Can
this room.
Can we never come back here again? And if we do, I don't know, maybe sleep in like a pile where I'm on the inside and they have to grab you off of me.
It's been just devils, Alice.
Like a people igloo.
It was all the devils. It's true.
It doesn't
need
matter who
pillows.
did it.
Okay, as Alice is saying this, Zanny, any reaction from you after the battle is won?
Yeah, we need pillows. Next time we go back to the store, we need like 20 pounds worth of pillows.
20
I know
pounds worth
spell,
of
okay?
Awesome.
And it's gonna stop all this dumb stuff from ever happening again. No more of this. I need like 20 pounds of pillows.
Great.
My
And
inferior taught me a damn spell, okay?
and Erlon, anything Erlon is doing after the battle is won?
He is letting out a big stretch, and he's like, "Well, I thought I was in a nightmare, but it ended up being a great dream. Thanks for waking me up to this.
Yeah.
Is it my turn now to, take guard duty?
Nope, it is Chance's, and I will say that is
No, he literally is just saying that out loud.
Okay. So, with that being said, it's a good place to, I think, go on our break. When we come back, we'll go into the second round of watches, and then the third. Hopefully, there are no other combats. We're gonna make another roll for it, and we'll go forward from there. So, I'll see everyone in 10 minutes. See you then. All right, welcome back, folks. We're back. We're here having a time. The group just prevailed against an ambush with a devil and a clay golem. Unsure what their motives are, but they seem to take a lot of hostility at seeing you for it. But with that being said, we're now going into the second round for it. Chance, roll me a D100, please.
Before they go back to sleep though, or before Lance and Sandy go back to sleep,
Yep.
I want to ask Lance, Lance, in your spell book, do you have alarm? Because I don't, and now I'm really wishing I had gotten the scroll and learned how to do it and put it in my book.
This may be alarming to hear, but I don't.
All right. When we get out of here, let's put that on the shopping list for both of us.
That's probably a good idea.
All right. All right. Go to sleep, I guess.
Do you want some skeletons as extra watch?
Yeah. At least leave, I suppose, one or two.
Do you have a preference on who?
No, whoever wants
I'll
to.
just
I
I'll
suppose.
just leave them all out. All of you guys listen to Chance.
They all nod and Nima salutes.
All right. I suppose each one of you pick a door. Go stand by it.
And they obey.
All right. Now I'll roll a D100. Oh, that's bad.
You want to use your...
Yeah, you know what? I'll use my journal.
All right. Better.
So for the halfway point.
Yeah. Okay. Nothing happens during your shift. Is there anything you're doing in particular as you sleep or as you watch, I should say?
She'll probably just sort of be writing or doing a little bit of that math.
Gotcha.
Trying to figure things out.
All right. You draw things and are mapping things out, and you have time to journal a bit as hours tick by. It's hard. Well, it's strange. Wait, Zanny, you have the alarm spell. Do you cast it?
Yeah,
or
I've
are
been
you
combing
doing
my
it?
spells. It's just not prepared.
Oh, not prepared. Gotcha. Okay.
It is a ritual, but I don't know if you get rituals.
I do have rituals, but you still have to have the spell prepared to cast it as a ritual,
Yeah.
and I don't have it prepared today.
Ah, okay.
So I can prepare it after we finish the long rest, but not before. Or no, we just finished short. No, you finished short rest.
Yeah,
I
she
can't
finished.
prepare yet.
You did not yet. Great. If nothing else, your time is alone in solitude, and you are able to have time reflective and not have any issues with anyone else.
I might have a conversation with Quibble.
All right. As you whisper his name, he does appear, and good old Quibble. What does my master wish to speak about? Oh, sorry, mistress. He would have said mistress.
Right. I am not assuming that all devils know each other or anything. But I just want to make sure that you did not send a message home telling them how to get past the first few rooms.
Quibble has not sent any messages yet, my mistress.
All right. Good job then, I suppose.
Quibble is pleased to have pleased his mistress.
Yeah, sure you are.
Quill senses sarcasm in his mistress's voice.
Should always be your default assumption, probably.
My mistress thinks she's cunning with her sarcasm. And he
Not really.
disappears. So, any other? Do you summon him back, or just let him go?
No, because I know he's still there. He's just being invisible or something.
Which technically you did cast see invisibility, so you just still see him just flutter around.
Oh no, where's Quibble? Oh, mystery. Ooh.
Awesome. He thinks he's being coy, and you kind of see him almost seem like a little proud of himself, just a little bit.
I did say he should default and assume that whatever I'm saying is sarcastic, so.
Awesome. All right. After your watch, it is Erlon and Alice. Erlon and Alice, you both take watch. Both of you roll a d100, or I'll say Alice, roll a d100 for me. $46. Okay. Is there any conversation that's being had between Erlon and Alice?
Absolutely zero. No,
Naturally zero.
it's us.
I had nothing to say to you, Alice. That's fine.
Alice.
That's fine.
Alice, my dearie. She has nothing to say?
I think Alice,
I
are you...
didn't know I was muted. Why didn't you say anything?
I just hear her on mute,
Bastard.
all the screaming. Okay, yeah, we
Oh
did
my
not
God.
hear you. You were on mute still.
Did someone cast mute on you?
My God, they did. It was crazy. No, I was just talking away. I was like, oh, I'm really bad at rolling D100s. I think Erlon should do it. And then no one said anything. I was like, all right, I guess I'll click it then.
No, I'm happy you did it.
So I clicked it. Then it was like, do you want to have any conversations? And I was rolling with it. And then all of a sudden,
Oh, Alice. So, yeah, I don't know if you caught that earlier with Chance and I. I mean, we weren't really whispering too much, I think, and we were with everybody else. I think I fucked up.
what did you do, darling?
Oh, that's right. You guys weren't with us. Well, I guess I was really extreme on her sister, and I was very how you
What did-
say,
Well, like extreme, like
forward
you
with her.
were with, if in an Erlon way, forward and
Oh.
extreme in an Erlon way.
No, the bad. This is like the big red type of way. Kind of just I had a hunch that she was up to something and she knew information about, where we're at now. And I didn't even know it was her sister. She didn't even tell us. And I kind of, basically trapped her and cornered her and was very nice.
Erlon, did you lay hands on this woman?
Oh, I think I did.
Erlon!
I think I might have. DM, did I?
You did. You grabbed her.
I did. That's right. I grabbed her. Shit. Yeah, I grabbed her, and immediately when I grabbed her, Chance was just not happy about it.
Well, Erlon, I have always, from the beginning, assumed you were and I don't mean I still assume this, but when I first met, I assumed you were a meathead. But I thought at least you were a chivalrous meathead who knew how to treat a woman, albeit you will flirt with anything that moves. But laying hands on a woman was not in your wheelhouse, I thought.
Look, I have to say I've never done something like this, but
Were you possessed?
No, jeez, I should have just blamed it on that. Then maybe she might have been okay with it, but now she's not. And I really thought I was in the right the whole time. I thought I was in the right until I realized really quickly I was not. Um, Danny and Chance made it really clear, but I thought I was doing the right thing by, questioning her. I went on a hunch.
Elon, I will trust your hunches most of the time, up one
Yeah.
side and down the other, but the problem is sometimes your hunch is not going to be correct, and it's hard to balance trusting everybody else and, their say so of what we should do and our own gut feeling when so often it's kept us safe.
Yeah.
So I'm not saying you did the right thing, but I'm also saying if we temper that big red spirit, we're not going to get anywhere and we're not going to be safer for it.
That's well, I thought, like there's been other times that I've just, let myself go, and it's been in the best interest of everybody. And this time, like, and the thing is too, it wasn't even that. Like, I guess she wasn't even mad about what I did or who I did it to, but she was more mad that I just didn't even listen to her.
I mean,
She told me to stop. I just didn't stop.
I see both sides of the problem because obviously when I say stop and I say it in a way that I mean it, I hope you will listen to me. And if you don't, I would feel like you don't appreciate my opinion on the matter, or you think you know best over me and there's no changing your mind about it, even though I'm asking you and begging you to stop. At the same
Yeah.
time, if I'm begging you to stop and you know I'm going to die if you do, then it's sort of up to you to make those calls in the moment, and it's going to lead to problems. The problem is, how do you handle it after the fact? Did you
Yeah.
apologize?
I did. I did a couple of times, and she's just not happy about it. And the whole time, I at first I thought it was just she was really angry at what I did, and now she's made it really clear that it was just because I didn't listen to her. I didn't trust her.
Well, it's going to take some time to, I guess, get back to where you were, but I don't think Chance hates you if that's what you're worried about.
Yeah.
I think it's everything. I mean, look where we are, Erlon. No one really wants to be here. So it's bringing out the worst of our emotions. Like, I've wanted to scream. Sorry, I have screamed quite a bit since we got here, quite a bit more often than normal. And
Yeah.
not only attention's high, it's, she hasn't had time to process. Did she know she had a sister?
I'd like to think so, but my thing is she didn't even tell us.
Well, let's operate under the assumption that perhaps this is either a sister she doesn't like to talk about or a sister she was unaware of, and if that's the case, she hasn't had time to process that, Elon. So it's a lot easier to take out anger on you than to deal with those emotions. No,
Yeah.
those are hard
Ah,
emotions to deal with.
yeah, but I thought I don't know. Like I feel like there's plenty of stuff that I kind of just sweep under the rug. I don't know. I can't relate to her, and I think I know I did wrong, but I just don't know how to fix it now.
I think the most important thing is that you know what you did was wrong and you have apologized and you know how to take the steps to do better in the future and to show her that you do trust her, but you also can't, completely give up yourself in the process, because if you do that, then people will chip away a little bit of you every single time and make you not Big Red anymore. You'll just be, I mean, I love you as Erlon to death, but you'll just be Erlon the people pleaser, and those people are never happy. How,
Are we
how many
kidding? I don't please people.
Well, you make me quite happy, Elon. I'm thrilled to have you around, but how many toes have I stepped on since being here?
Yeah, probably quite a bit.
Quite a few, and that has not tempered me in the slightest, has it?
I don't
Oh,
know. There's been moments.
there's been moments. Okay, well, you don't have to point out my weaknesses.
There's so many.
I know you don't have to point them out, Elon.
Okay, well, not. I mean, time acts differently here. We'd be all here all day.
Look, I just think you need to not keep apologizing to her because that's just going to, honestly, probably annoy her. You've apologized.
Yeah.
You've admitted you understand what you did wrong.
Okay.
Now you just show her through your actions in the future that you do trust her and you're a trustworthy person, and over time the trust will build like it did when we first met each other. Did Chance trust any of us when we first met?
I know, but I think she's maybe working on it.
She's working on it. She's come a long way since when we first met. She tried to run away from us, and now she's,
That's
willingly
true.
here in a dungeon with us. Not happily, but I don't think any of us are happily here, so
Yeah.
it'll take a little bit of time, but She started trusting us once. What's a second time, Erlon? And this time it'll come back stronger because she knows, oh, you've been working on yourself.
I hope so. I really do. Because the bodyguard thing's that comes naturally, I think. But I can't. I don't know. I can't shield people from. I guess myself. It's
Well,
weird.
It would be a boring life if we didn't fuck up a time or two, no?
Yeah. Yeah. Some more than others.
Well, I wouldn't know I'm perfect, darling.
Yeah, we're not going there, Alice. Remember,
Sorry, you're right.
we're
Practically
working on ourselves.
perfect.
Speaking of which, well, nothing. Not speaking of which at all. What do you think is Bruce doing right now?
I don't know, Erlon. I've tried to talk to him. I sent a sending. I've probably told someone in this dungeon that I love them about 4 times. Probably more than.
That's typical you. What are you
It's-
talking about?
No, that's typical you, darling.
Yeah, that's true. I did have a moment of weakness, I guess, with that succubus girl.
That was embarrassing.
Did you see her?
No, I did see her.
And?
I mean, her assets were good.
Speaking of assets, Alice. Ha! She
Please-
saw mine.
Okay. Speaking of.
And Raz banter continues, or is this?
And a new golem just appears right in the nick of time.
Hours pass uneventful, and everyone gets a long rest.
Uneventful?
So everyone
Thank
mark off
God.
long rests on your character sheets.
Fantastic.
And I will say everyone wakes up, and you all gather about. I'm assuming, Zanny, are you cooking breakfast for everyone again?
Yes, I am. And I'm gonna. I've changed some of my spells out this morning. I'm going to cast 1 instance of aid. Then we're going to give it to Red and the 2 bards. So plus
Ready?
10 to max HP and current HP.
Perfect.
Speaking
Great
of,
hours.
Yep. I was about to say, Chance, you did a long rest, so the effect from the clay golem is negated. You are now
okay, I wasn't sure if that was permanent or.
No, it's gone. It only lasts until a long rest is complete. Not even a short rest, long rest. So, clay golems are nasty, folks.
Mm-hmm.
It goes back to, I
Zanny.
think they said like a clay golem could take down Tarask, but anyway.
If you may, hold on really quick. If you may, can you actually give mine to Lance instead of myself?
Yeah.
If I'm aware of what you're
Yeah.
doing.
Oh yeah. When I've been doing it down here, it's just been me passing out cocoa. Whoever gets the cocoa gets the extra HP now.
So Lance, Erlon gives the cocoa to Lance.
He
Who's
does.
Probably eating. Well, no, Lance does not like popcorn. I was about to say like you had like a bag of popcorn, but Lance does not like popcorn. We rolled for it. So
Enjoy your cocoa.
yeah.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
All right.
How many hit points was it?
And
10.
it's 10. 10 to your max, and then you get 10 healed 10 immediately to fill that in. And I heard y'all talking about the alarm stuff last night. I've got that ready now.
All right.
And I can just make a copy for you, Lance, if you want.
Lance,
I didn't realize you didn't have.
like, yeah, no worries. So yeah,
I just thought any.
We can learn
like,
from you.
Oh.
I believe
Okay.
yeah, it doesn't matter if it is a school. It's about the school of magic, so it needs to be transposed to. Well, yeah, it doesn't matter. It can be learned.
Yeah, in the apothecary section it says I can trade specifically with wizards only. I can trade spells with wizards.
Yep.
Because our formulas are close enough that he can at least make enough sense of mine to make work.
Awesome.
And me. That's what I was. I am also a wizard.
Yeah.
Yes. That's
Wizard.
right. We do all the party stuff, and I keep forgetting you have like 2 levels of wizard.
Yeah.
He's a lizard, Larry.
God.
May I give everyone a breakfast pep talk?
What's your breakfast pep talk?
The breakfast pep talk is 10 minutes of Alice talking about how we're going to put Alice in the middle of the group, and if we see anything that looks like it has a reach of, I don't know, over 5 feet, we're going to surround Alice, and we're not going to let Alice get dragged off by her hair again.
I'm not sure I feel pepped by that.
It's, well, then you don't get 14 temp
Why-
HP. Everyone
why
who's
do
been
I-
pepped gets 14 temp HP.
I'm gonna say,
I don't know why,
Allison,
but that felt strangely inspiring.
you tweak it a little bit. You can't just talk about that for 10 minutes.
Oh, au contraire, monsieur.
Au contraire.
The gods
no,
whisper. You might want to
She
talk
is.
about how.
She's gonna talk about, like how we've got another long day ahead of us, and how we've overcome so much already, and with the classic "we've got this" speech. But a good portion of this is, hey, by the way, I'm not getting dragged off by my hair a third time, so you guys need to get your what's it together.
So, 3 more rooms to go.
Yeah, 3 more times to get dragged off.
All right. So how many?
14.
14 temporary hit points on top of that.
Yes, sir.
Excellent. You guys are beefing up right before
And it's
you
up
do
to
anything.
6 people, and that's us. That's all of us.
Awesome.
Oops. Wait. Never. Hold on. Yeah. Sorry. I accidentally gave myself 140 temporary hit points, and I'm like, I am a
No,
god.
that's what he meant. That's what he meant. 140.
He was
Yes.
just super inspired by my
Well,
speech. That's all.
I clicked on the box and typed in 14, and I'm like, why do I have 214 hit points?
So buffed up, like it take every hit known to man.
Lance is like, I am the immortal wizard now.
I feel like you'd still be the first to go down.
Probably.
Probably because he's just squishy. All right.
Lance's
At
AC
some
is
point in
still
time,
10, so.
just as like everybody's doing stuff, Zanny finally realizes, oh shit, and she like holds up her last 2 little 6 round cylinders. Like,
That's what I got left. I better make this shit count. Fuck.
All right. Only
That's how
6
many bullets you have left?
12 bullets. No shotgun shells.
Oh, we're fine.
It's okay.
Hold
It's still. I can still cast magic. It's fine.
on. Hold on. Lance reaches into his bag and hands you 2 grenades.
Danny, what kind of bullets does that take?
I have powder and lead to make some. I just need enough time to actually do it without us getting, attacked in the middle of the night.
Well, you gave me this pistol. I still have 20 bullets for it. No, sorry, 19.
I think that takes them paper rounds, but I can make them work.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Well, here you go. I mean, obviously you'll have to give them back because I don't want to pull out my gun one time and it'd be very awkward if I have no ammo in there.
And
But-
I'm okay for now. Just if I run out, that'll be fun.
So you said you can make them like tonight. So we only have to go
Yeah.
through one room. Let's try to talk things out.
Did
Yeah,
you
if we
say
can
talk
get
things
through one
out?
more, I can
Hi,
just-
Lance, who threw the fireball.
I
Think
just
we're
need an
capable
hour
of
and a
it.
low heat fire.
All right. So, meta, you guys are discussing it, but ultimately, which room are you going in next? You have the, based off of the map, the northwest room, the southwest room, and the southeast room. And they all
Let's
look
see,
exactly identical. There's no changing or like trying to detect if there's any like different markings on them for it.
I mean, the part of my brain just wants to go clockwise around the room.
Just grab the next one over. Because we did
Yeah.
southwest, right?
Yeah. Actually, does anybody have any chalk?
Oh, I do.
Just make a little X next to the door that we already did, just Just if for some reason we come back into this room and like it's done a cups thing.
Okay. Alice will go up and she's gonna make a very tiny axe because this is the only chalk she has with her, and you never know when you need to summon a ghost.
Yep. So
Yeah, it doesn't have to be a big axe, just a little like we went through this door. Okay.
Awesome. All right, Alice, you mark it. So is everyone in agreement? The northwest room is next.
I
Yes.
know.
Good.
All right. Any final things before you guys unlock the next room and head in?
Bray.
If not, just point of order. So, Lance, are you putting your skellies into the bag?
Yeah.
Great. And are you leaving Sheldon in here again?
Yeah.
Cool. All right. You
You-
all enter the next
Oh,
room.
I will do one thing.
Sure.
While everybody's setting up, on the doorway to this, in case somebody tries to follow behind us.
You're at cast alarm.
Yeah, on the doorway,
Great.
like in front of the doorway, in case that way, if somebody comes in behind us, it'll trip the alarm, and we'll know while we're in the trial.
Gotcha. Okay.
Yeah, I'm
Perfect.
doing it right at the door to the trial, not the door to the general room, just this specific trial.
Got it. Perfect. Yeah, you're able to do it. You set it up, and you're good to go. So, excellent. With that said, you all enter the next room. The other doors lock, and you are now in the next long
Hold on one
chamber
second.
of sorts.
Hold on 1 second. Chance is doing something.
Yeah, no, that's her spell prep for the
Oh,
day.
okay. All right.
All right.
I forgot to do it yesterday, and I regret it, even though I wasn't there most of the time. But I regretted not having it when we did the golem.
Yep. All right. You all are back, or not back, in a new room. Does everyone see the new map? You're in the lower right-hand corner.
Yeah, I see
Oh.
so much of it.
Yeah, I'd like to cast light on my tiara, please.
Such a
All
beautiful
right,
map
cast
you've
some light
made.
on your tiara. Let's see. Night a day. Let's go with.
Big ass room.
Actually, let's make you.
The beacon.
And there you go.
Oh.
Thanks to her.
A new hand
becoming a
has touched the
flashlight.
beacon.
Alice
It's
the
a
flashlight.
hallway.
So perfect. All right. Are you guys just marching forward?
We're checking her
Absolutely not,
traps,
I'm checking for
obviously.
We're like double checking for traps. Somebody's checking for traps, and then somebody is checking for traps.
Uh-huh.
All right. So who's checking for traps?
Yeah, but before I was letting Red do it because I wanted him to cut his teeth on the whole adventure thing. But my ass is gonna go check for traps.
Good. I didn't good.
Erlon's like, I got this. You guys don't have to worry. Everyone's like,
I'm gonna
It's
take
okay,
a
I got
nice
this,
little
guys.
step this way.
All right. So Zanny, you're checking for traps. Is anyone else?
Yeah.
Okay, Erlon.
Also, yeah.
Okay, everyone's checking for traps.
I'm not checking for traps, but I'm gonna do see invisibility and take a minute to do detect magic.
Okay.
Even if I rolled well, I would absolutely still insist somebody double check my work.
I'm triple checking. I'm not falling through another hole
Of
again.
course.
Now, I'm not
I
insisting a
will.
triple check, but I would insist a double check on it.
All right, everyone who
Yeah.
wants to make a roll for investigation, go ahead. Chance, roll perception check.
I'm the best investigator ever.
Me too.
Jesus, Erlon, Alice.
Holy
You're like,
fuck!
yeah, no
Fuck you,
trap.
Lance.
Except that rock. That rock looks suspicious. And Lance is like, it's a rock.
Thanks, Lance.
Yeah, Lance is like it's a rock. No, he would totally pretend like it's not a rock.
Yeah.
Lance tells you guys the rock is a mimic and to watch it very closely because you can see the breathing to keep you
Shoot
guys
the rock.
occupied while he's actually looking for traps.
This mother.
Because it makes sense. You guys rolled a 7 and a 9. So,
It's okay.
Lance,
I'll take it.
Zanny also might have believed him because he was very convincing.
Definitively, Lance, there are no traps, at least in this part of the hallway. Chance, you don't see anything invisible or detect magic. Nothing magic other than the same type of like ley line-esque magic that's circulating throughout the entire, all the hallways and such. So, you all start making your way.
Can I pick up that rock though?
Yeah, you can pick up that rock.
Oh, I was about to just attack it. Good call.
When we get to the next point
Arlon,
where we
you missed the rock.
see, Erlon, I told you it was a mimic. It was so quick. But look if you say the magic words of "It's okay, little baby, it's safe now. Papa's here," you can reach down and pick up the rock.
Insight check.
Go, Lance, deception check.
Yes. How much can we spend time in a dungeon? Oh, that's terrible.
Yes!
Yes!
You were able to tell.
Oh wait, hold on. I'm gonna burn my.
No, it's a fucking
deception.
rock. It's a
I'm gonna burn
fucking
my-
rock, guys. He's lying to us.
Go ahead,
He's lying
if you want
to
to
us.
use your inspiration.
Yes!
And Lance is gonna pick up the rock and take it with him.
And Erlon and
I
Zanny,
eat the
you
rock.
see He's full.
You eat the rock?
No, I eat it. I just
Oh.
launched that bad boy down the hall. You lying sack
No,
of
it's in
shite.
Lance's hand. So
This
you're
bitch a
trying to snatch
rock.
it.
Snatch it throat.
All right, make a athletics check or acrobatics. Lance, make
Oh,
athletics or acrobatics.
Love to.
So I'm gonna look for traps. While
I'm
that's going.
gonna look for traps. Gets me on that 20 on that.
Naturally just snatches it and eats it. And it.
And hits a trap and makes it
Yeah.
explode.
There you go.
No, that's what Lance was gonna do with it. Was use it to roll down the hall to set off any traps. So.
Well, I did it for you.
So much emotion this morning. All right. You all, I'll say, are able to keep checking for traps. We'll carry over those rolls. It's
Yep. We're back.
strange. There are seems to be any traps in this hallway. You eventually make it around the bend, and as you go, you can start to see something up ahead. And as you continue going forward, you emerge in an area with a checkered floor and a golem standing as a sentinel on the other side of the room.
Sweet.
I'm going to ask. Well, before that, Lance and Chance roll intelligence checks, as well as Alice. Okay, 11, 14. All right, Alice.
I would like to use my luck, please.
Please use your luck.
Yes, thank you. It wasn't much better.
It is 10 was the DC. All three of you immediately recognize this is a backgammon board. That's the game lots of people play in Aramare is backgammon. And as you realize this, you could see 2 dice in the middle of the area. What do you three say or do as this revelation hits you?
I think this one's just a game. I think he might be an opponent.
Just a game.
Do we like this game?
That's some weird looking dragon chess.
I'm not very
Erlon
good at
and
it.
Zanny have no idea what backgammon is because they're used to dragon chess in the south.
I'm straight up proficient in it.
Same. I'm also a dragon chess player. Not exactly. This was never my forte. I've seen people play it, but
FYI,
And
fun
Sam.
fact, just for meta purposes, chess was invented in 800 AD in India. Backgammon was invented 3,000 years ago. So backgammon is older than chess. Just FYI.
can we like whip out a Senate board?
The Senate
I'll
board.
play. I'll play some of that.
Nah. So, who you? Alice, Lance, and Zanny. You wait. No, sorry. Alice, Chance, and Lance. You know how to play backgammon. You may not be proficient in it, but you know how to play it. It is a game of both strategy and luck. You can be absolutely lucky and luck your way through it, or you can be absolutely brilliant and luck your way through and power through it. But both can interfere with each other in the sense that you can play a wonderful strategic game, but if the dice are against you, you're gonna lose. But it's about how you lose will determine how many points you get at the end.
I just feel like I should never play this game ever if it involves lucky dice. That just, something in the ether tells me that that's not my forte.
Yeah, so who is stepping up to start playing?
So you all know how to play this, right?
I
Lance,
guess it's you or me, Lance.
I
Can we
follow
play
y'all's
the
lead.
kid? I don't know if I can play another game.
You're not sure, but
Lance looks down at the symbol on his chest. I don't know if I can win a second one and make it count.
Oh.
Huh?
Oh, then Chance, I think
Okay.
this one's yours, darling.
Right.
My chest
Right.
already glows. It's your turn to make your chest glow.
My chest already glows too, thanks.
Erlon
Prove
checks his chest.
everyone looks at her chest.
Alice gets rid of the light on her forehead and just puts a light on Erlon's chest.
On Erlon's chest.
Ah!
Yeah, like,
Yeah, so Erlon's breastplate's now glowing.
Yeah, now it's just like.
So Erlon is now the spotlight, you guys.
All right. So Chance, you go over and you pick up one of the dice, and you know the rule. You first roll a d6, and the creature will roll a d6, but you're going to be able to roll first. The moment you roll, it suddenly just in its hand appears its own dice and rolls, and both of you roll a 4. Roll again. A 2, a 1. You get to roll first. So roll 2d6, and let's see how it goes. 8. So I'm gonna ask you. You don't know the rule. I'm sure you don't know the rules or anything, but I'm gonna guide you just a little bit.
Like I've played like many years ago, but not anytime recently.
Meta-wise, don't worry. But this is how we're gonna be playing it. Do you want to play aggressively or defensively? Let's start off with there, and you can change your tactic every time.
I mean, I guess at the moment aggressively.
All right. So you're gonna put one of the stones, and you kind of like suddenly have power over these stones on the right side of your board, and you think, and one of the pieces immediately zooms and lands almost right on top of Lance. And Lance, you decide you probably best to get off of the board, and you move out of it. So you moved basically 8 pieces, the stone, over.
And what would defensively have been?
Putting 2 marks, a 5 and a 3, 2 stones out, so you can build on top of them.
Okay. Yeah, that's my question. Is what are my actual choices of options of what I can do?
And yeah, you basically the way this game is played is that you every time you roll, you can either play from your hand, which is the ones on the board, like the ones that you have stockpiled, or play any of the ones that are already at play. You want to build towers with their 2 soldiers on each tile as you move from left to right. Because if you don't and someone rolls high or enough, they can capture your piece. Now, I'm not gonna have to just FYI. We're not gonna actually play the full game, but this is just like as your opening moves and everything.
We're not? Then what's the point?
That me meta, because I'm not gonna teach it. It's just bear with me. All right. You see, it is going to match you, and roll. It rolled a 6 and a 2, so it moves also 8. Roll 2d6 chance again. 11. So here's the thing: you can play a 5 or a 6 from your hand, moving any of these pieces forward, or you won't be able to capture it. So you're a little bit in danger with this white piece. You can't really do anything for it, but you can't capture the black piece. So your choice is either to keep pushing ahead past it or to start building your defense, because you need to get all of your stones out of there onto the other side. So do you play your pieces moving them out, or do you try to move the one all the way to the other side, even though it's getting closer to the enemy's territory?
I think in this case, I'm moving another one out.
All right. Are you playing a 5 or a 6?
6.
All right. You move the 6, and it comes flying over. And what do you do with the 5? Are you playing a 5 also, or are you going to move that white piece that's ahead 5 spaces forward?
I want to move another one out.
All right. Perfect. It is now its turn. A 9. Okay, it's going to play aggressively, and it captures your token by moving 9 steps, and it captures your 6. We're going to keep going. Roll one more time a 2d6. 9. And so here's the problem. You rolled a 6, so you can't play a 6 directly from your hand, but you can play 6 with any others, or play from your hand a 9 straightforward. So 3 first, and then another 6. So how are you playing? Are you playing trying to get more pieces out, or are you trying to build?
No, I want to move this first one 9.
All right.
No, the closest to the beginning. This one.
Gotcha. So then goes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then all the way 1, 2, 3. All right. I'm going to do one more turn for this creature. Rolled a 5 and a 3. So you notice it moves 5 and 3, trying to build quickly to block you. Now, I'm going to ask you, Chance, are you going to try to play throughout the game more aggressively or more defensively throughout this one game?
I mean, I will, like I did here, like counter based on what they're doing.
Okay, you can also be adaptive. So
Yeah.
now I'm going to ask you, if that's the case, I'm going to ask you to roll a wisdom check, and then I'm going to ask you to roll a luck check, which is just a straight d20.
Okay. Let's see what that came out as. Plus one more, because it doesn't. When I roll, it doesn't roll with my, or no, sorry, plus 2 more. When I roll the strength, whatever charisma, it doesn't give me the bardic thing.
Okay. And then roll a d20.
Okay.
All right. Okay. So, this first game, because it's up to 5 points, it's about winning 5 points, you are able to play strategically, even though you lost your 6 early on, you're able, as you move forward, to keep pushing and playing. Playing very smart, very wise, adapting as you change things. You are able to win the first round by 1 point. I'm going to ask you now, are you going to keep the same strategy of playing and adapting how things go? Or are you going to play, again, change it to be more aggressive or more defensive?
I, I guess I'll try to be aggressive.
All right.
I feel like this is going to not turn out well for me.
So great. Roll a charisma check now. And then roll a luck check, which is again a d20.
And again, +2 onto that.
All right, and let me roll its luck check. 9. Okay, so you play aggressively for a total of 17, and your luck is 8, but it rolled an 18, and its luck was 9. It wins the next round by 1 point. So you're 1 and 1. While this is happening, each of these games, mind you, is like 10, 15 minutes long. So I'm going to ask, you're seeing mountain, like boulders just lifting and flying over, and sometimes chances pausing and looking and studying the board, sometimes pacing. But what is Erlon doing at this moment, other than acting as a as a lamp a bit?
He is totally confused what's going on.
Yeah, you see like chances like
I'm more in awestruck from the boulders.
Yeah, you see Chances summoning dice in her hand and throwing them on the board, and they roll, and then suddenly she's like, whatever she's looking at, the pieces are moving, almost like levitating just immediately towards wherever she is looking. So it's
Gotcha.
pretty cool, but you have
It's
no
pretty
idea
cool.
what the rules are, so it's just a bunch of boulders flying about.
Yep. There's no way to cheat this, huh?
Okay, so nothing else, just like trying to watch and wait and see how things are going.
Yeah.
Okay. So that's Erlon. Lance, what is Lance doing? You actually understand what's going on. You could see the back and forth going on.
He's watching, but trying not to interfere.
Okay.
He doesn't want to say something that would cause the game to claim that we cheated or in any way, or make Chance mad that he doesn't have faith in her that she can win herself.
Yeah. There are some times where it's like, I would have done the 3 and the 4 and built a 7, and she just plays it as 3 and 4 so that she can build, and when she rolls another 3 and a 4. So there's a lot of like, oh man, I wish I could be, because you know how the game is played, so you're like, I would do something differently, or maybe I would be aggressive, but you're right now okay because it's 1-1, and it's up to 5 points for it.
Right.
So, cool. Alice, what is Alice doing? You also know the rules. You know what's going on. So you actually are able to track what's going on, and you also have been like, you know the rules, so you'd be like, I would maybe play aggressively when she was playing defensively, or maybe you would say I would probably be wanting Alice to play defensively instead of aggressively. But what would Alice be doing the next 20 minutes of the games, going back and forth?
Yeah, she's kind of honestly assuming that Erlon's going to get bored really, really, really quickly. So she's trying to explain the rules to him as Chance is doing them, obviously quietly, so she's not trying to distract Chance, but she's trying to sort of explain to Erlon why or what Chance is doing. But she's trying to like make it interesting, like she's teaching, like me trying to teach college. I'm trying to make it, somewhat entertaining rather than, yes, as you see, she rolled a 6 here and a 3 and she moved 9 spaces or whatever. It's just like, yeah, you see that big old boulder flying through the sky right now? Well, guess what, buddy? You want to know why that happened?
Yeah, and it works.
I
You're
understand now.
teaching
Yes,
him
yes.
an ancient game that has been played for thousands, for ages, up here in the north.
She is also going to say, look, Elan, I've explained it to you, and as she plays, I'll continue to explain it to you. And when we get back home, I dare you to challenge Bruce to a game.
So, fun times. All right.
Oh, sorry, I realized I was muted.
Yeah,
He's
you're
just gonna
on.
laugh it off and say like, I bet you I can still probably take him on. Just like I took on that telephone of his.
All right.
Oh, yes, you definitely came out victorious on that one.
And Zanny, what is Zanny's reaction as she's seeing all these boulders flying? It's hard for you to keep track because you're not familiar with the game.
She starts trying to figure it out and then overhears Alice explaining it to Red, and then she just goes over and listens to that.
Okay. At one
She's
point,
just like, oh, okay.
You notice, like, for example, you see, and I set the board a little bit. You see Chance rolls a 1 and a 2, and she moves this one over here 1, and then this one over here by 2 steps, and builds. As that's like a very strong strategy of defense to keep going and building. So you're able to keep track of it, especially because of how like the pieces are moving. It seems simple on its face, but the tricky thing is it's all based off of the dice. So with that said, Chance, for number 3, are you playing defensive, adaptive, or offensively?
I will try the same one I did last time.
All right, offensively. So roll a charisma check and then a luck check.
Okay, 24. The luck is not with me. Can I luck my luck?
Sure.
Okay.
All right, so let's see. Your total was 18 plus 15, which is 33. His was 18 plus 5, which is 22. So you win the next game by 2 points. So now you're ahead by 3 to 1 for it. You only need to win by a large margin one more time. So for this next round, are you playing aggressively, defensively, or trying to be adaptive?
I mean, I'm best at being aggressive, regardless of the fact that I am not best at being aggressive.
All right. So roll a charisma check. Natural 1.
Which I will have to. Oh, I'll have to lock that too.
Yep. Otherwise, you lose a finger. So go ahead.
All right.
All right.
26.
26, and then your luck check.
And 10.
All right, and damn, yeah. Playing aggressively, what happens is the board is set like this. He rolls, and he moves his piece 7. There's only one way you would be able to. Let me move this about like that. There's only one combination that you could win the game immediately, and that's rolling a 5 and a 6. Because then you would move this 5, and then move this 6. And that is exactly what you do in a very bold, very aggressive manner. You're able to set things about, and you win 5 to 1. The golem kind of like looks, and then kind of like looks to you, and just ever so slightly nods, and a glowy symbol appears on your chest. And then suddenly all the stones begin to repile on the other side. But you have won the game.
All right then. I guess Edgy dip has paid off.
I mean, yeah. Uh, that I have no idea. I still don't know what happened. I know you were amazing. I know you did really good.
Yes, I appreciate that. It's you know, when you work at the casinos, you don't necessarily play the casino games, but you are with a lot of competitive people. So in your off time, you learn to play games and you learn to win games.
Yeah. Yeah, I get it. When you're around it long enough, you pick it up, even if you don't like it. I get it.
Zanny, I can show you how to play the game sometime if you really want to learn.
Maybe. I don't know. It's kind of neat. I don't know.
It's pretty fun.
I like it. Yeah,
Easy
I
way to
think
pass
give
the
it.
time.
I'd give it a shot as long as a giant rock monster wasn't moving the things around and threatening to kill me if I lost.
Yeah, the giant rocks and the giant rock monster, maybe we cut that part out. But it's also a really easy to game to like. I mean, I appreciate dragon chess, but you have to have like the different pieces and they're all carved. You just need 2 different colors of rock.
Yeah, it's a lot. I really love the game, but you'll never catch me actually carrying a set on me. Those things are so expensive and fiddly, and you lose one piece and the thing falls to shit anyway.
Yeah, this you need a piece of paper and some rocks.
Yeah, I like your idea way better. Your game's
And
better.
2 dice, but I have
Yeah.
dice on me.
Oh yeah, we can whittle them.
Yeah, and when you start to think about it, it makes sense why this game was invented before chess with it.
Easy to manufacture.
Mm-hmm. With that said, let's go make sure any other reactions for it. Let's go with Chance after you've won. Anything else you're doing after you won the game and earned the mark?
I mean, she's happy, but also like there's definitely a big part of her that's like, oh God, thank God. Like,
Absolutely, believe me. As a person who's played backgammon, it is stressful. But then, and you're
well,
always happy.
yeah, not just that, but like, oh fuck, what happens if I had lost? Do we fight this or do we just like, sorry, end of dungeon?
You have no idea. So, yeah, you're like, let's go to Lance. What's Lance's reaction as Chance won? Any other thing he wants to say or do? Lance?
No, he's just like, oh good, she won. I don't have to play another game.
Awesome. All right. Alice, any reaction from Alice?
Yeah. Alice is very impressed, but she's also coming to a realization. She's like, what are the next 2 doors? What are we going to have to... Wait, there's only 2 more doors and there are 3 more of us. She's looking at Erlon and Zany going, I don't have to get the glowing chest.
What are you talking about, Alice? I already have a glowing chest.
Yes, Erlon, and it's very becoming on you.
See,
Well, that just means you and I have to have one.
exactly.
Lance casts light on Alice's shirt.
Holy.
I think isn't it a touch spell? So
Yes.
Lance
Touching
can
her?
cast distance spell.
you're gonna use a sorcery. Okay.
Okay, well, Danny, I guess it's just on you at this point because I have acquired the aforementioned glowing chest.
I mean, when we think about it though, like we have spread it out, but I mean the traveler seemed to be alone. It seems like you could do this alone.
Who said he started alone?
Well, didn't the Revenos say he split himself into multiple personalities or whatever?
Well, 1, he split himself into 3, but 2, one of them is not definitely not down here because one of them is out there.
Yeah.
According to what Revenos said. So.
And even if they were, 3 ain't 4, and there's 4 challenges, so if there's 3 of them.
Well,
so I'm thinking that you can acquire more than one. It's probably just easier if we are able to spread out.
I think it's more noble like this, honestly.
Right.
I'm just scared what's behind the next 2 doors. If it's another game like this or another, whatever we just went through with the Bone Collective, that bony man.
Well, I mean, if it's assembling a gun blind, dibs.
I'm right
Oh.
here, Alice.
Funny man. Funny.
You're hilarious, Lance. No, I just, Zanny's got assembling a gun blind. I've got drinking more than my body weight in liquor and probably not passing out. Ola, what you got?
I have my axe. No.
Perfect. So we'll just fight
It's
whatever's in
loitering
Erlon's room.
and my axe.
And my axe.
So if it's this again, we'll just skip the game and right to fighting the golem.
I think I've proven myself with how many things I've killed.
I was gonna say Erlon is just when we get to the one that's just a gladiator pit, we just throw Erlon down there. We
You
don't
have to
even
throw
ask.
me.
We just
I'll
kick
jump.
him down.
I mean, honestly, what if we had gotten through all of the things, and then that was the last one, and you all had gotten it already? Were you going to throw me in the pit? Like we would just lose.
I think we could buff enough spells on you that you could win.
All right.
So it just has to be the desire to actually, do it.
I also feel like we could have just dumped the skeletons down there with you too. You just needed to get the finishing blow.
Also, if that was sharp, sir. Is there a tooth in there?
All right. Any other conversations before the group heads back to the main room?
How long do you guys think we've been down here? 2 days? 3 days? A
Well,
week? A month?
Years.
I mean, the last time we slept, it felt like 2 days. The time before that, it felt like 5. And we slept once before that, hoping that was at least 1 day. So probably 2 weeks.
2 weeks?
Yeah,
Oh,
my complete conjecture was 10 days.
No,
Yeah.
that's so long. We've been gone so long.
I know. I'm not liking it. Especially, we can't go into another door until we sleep again.
No, wait.
Bruce is looking for a new wife already.
I know he is.
He's already called his mistress.
Oh, he doesn't have one of those, darling.
That's
There's
what
a
you
baby
think.
and a cat in the pictures.
What?
So,
Probably doesn't want this.
Except for the baby has more hair than the cat.
Yes, definite.
He's like a real person now. Look at him.
Oh, thank you.
So I'll say the group
Shut up.
is able to go back into the ruins, or back into the main central chamber. and everyone to roll another con save for me, please.
Ah, fuck. Can't say.
Lance just dies.
11.
Wait, how did Lance die? You rolled a 15.
Oh,
I think he
Chance
was reading
dies.
me.
Yeah. I was
Yeah.
gonna say,
And we know how much Chance fucking hates that.
just tired. Chance, you're just very.
I mean,
tired.
Chance did just do all the work in the last room, so it
A lot
makes
of
sense
mental
that Chance
strain.
passes out.
Makes sense.
So, yeah, you all feel tired again. Chance, you have a headache because you rolled that natural one. So, do you all rinse and repeat due to another long rest?
I mean, I think you just go straight to the other room, yeah?
Honestly, if I didn't think we would pass out at some point, I'd be inclined to agree.
Yeah,
You guys
no.
are tired?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, Zanny and
Very.
Chance are looking really tired, but you guys can still power through it. But you guys are like blinking a lot. You're tired.
Well,
Yeah.
I mean, I already have the mark, so I don't have to go in the next room.
Whoa, we're not just leaving you here, though, Chance.
Did the room shift at all? Is the door with the X still in the door with the X spot?
It is still the door with the X.
Put an X on this one, too.
Okay. I'm gonna X off the next door.
All right, Camden.
Trying to keep him entertained. He's
Yeah.
starting to get fussy with the chicken.
Oh, are you not entertained?
He's not entertained
I'm
by
not
us.
entertained.
You're not entertained.
Alright,
I don't know. Your call, Zanny and Chance. You guys want to power through it or no?
Want,
Uh,
yes, but no, I think I'm not coming out of that other room and being unable to even have
Function.
control like last time.
Yeah, no, I want the choice.
Okay, fair enough.
All right.
Shall wait.
Another long rest process is going. Are you guys doing the same first shift, second shift, and third shift with the same people? Or are we switching things up?
Yes, if Erlon doesn't mind a little blood magic.
What do you got to
That
say,
went
Danny?
so well last time. Sure. I'm so stoked.
I rolled very poorly on being tired, so I at least need a nap. And yeah, I'll take middle shift again.
Okay.
Take full sleep, yeah.
Yeah. But Zanny, what were you about to say? I think you were about to say something.
I just either I'll do first or last, and before we all like as soon as we all decide we're settling down, I'm gonna go alarm the main door.
All right. You alarm the doors for it. Since you're doing the alarms, roll me a D100, Zanny.
Oh no!
Roll well.
Oh no!
I like
Who
the
did you
sense
just-
of dread.
who did you
from
just say
everyone
roll
when I
well?
roll
We're in a
D100.
fucking dungeon. What do you expect?
13.
You said there it is.
Okay.
Lucky number 13, right?
All right.
I'm done.
Well, see you later. Good night. Oh, yeah.
It's been real.
So, with that being Camden's look.
I put
Alright.
on dancing fruit. He's watching a blueberry and a radish dancing right now. So
Fair.
Wow, that's way cooler than you.
All right. So, Lance, what shift are you taking? Are you taking first or middle shift?
I'll take middle shift this time.
Okay. So, Zanny. Let me then. Last question then. Erlon and Alice, do you want to do first shift or last shift?
We could do first this time around. That's fine.
I
Okay.
have to take a short rest.
Oh. Yeah, you still get that in.
You would still.
Oh, blood magic. That's right. So second, last.
We can
More
go. I mean,
the option.
if we go last, I'll be rested enough to do it, but I'd still need to take a short rest afterwards.
Last it is.
Okay.
So.
Hey, look at strawberries back on.
Cool.
Thank
Okay,
God there's
so
strawberries.
it's gonna go then. Lance, you're first. Zanny and Chance second because you both need the naps. No, sorry, Zanny, you need it. You said last, so never mind. Zanny,
can go
you
in the
said
middle.
first or last.
Yeah.
So if that's the case, Zanny, you're doing first. The middle will be Lance and Chance. Third will be Erlon and Alice.
Oh.
Yeah, I would take any I need, but because I usually end up doing the cooking, I
Yeah,
like to
that's
take the first shift into dinner or the last shift into breakfast.
Gotcha. All right. Zanny, it is not fun. You're tired, but you're able to stay up and keep watch. You do notice
Get
at one
fussy.
point there is like a shift or like a loud thud from the bottom of the southern room where the acid trap is, and you hear banging on the door for a moment before it goes silent. You can assume whatever is there probably got melted.
Oh.
Any reaction from that for you, Zanny?
Huh. Damn. I think she just sits there for a minute, quiet. I'm doing first one alone, right?
Say that again?
I'm doing this first watch alone, right?
Correct. You are all alone.
I think she just sits there quietly for a second and just kind of like, she just stares at the door and like, for like a minute or two, she has her little head cannon of like the adventuring party that just like accidentally went to the wrong place at the wrong time and hit the wrong switch, and she just kind of she takes a moment and just says a prayer to hope for these people that don't actually exist, but in her head just died trying to do something maybe kind of heroic.
Fair. You're able to give a short prayer to Hope. In the off chance that it is some adventurers, it would probably be strange. You don't know who or what is there, and what would get through 2 of the 3 puzzles in that room, only to fail in the last one with the acid trap. But the rest of your watch is uneventful. Are you gonna spend time trying to make any bullets? Or you?
Yeah.
Okay.
Especially since I'm by myself, that's what I'm gonna do. It's just in the quiet. I'm just gonna be heating some lead up and then just doing some bullets.
Okay. I'll say with like the supplies you have, you can add an additional 10 bullets into your inventory.
And when I wake up the next shift, it's Chance and
Lance.
Is it just Chance or Chance and Lance? Okay, when I wake them up, I do let them know. It's just, yep. By the way, someone tried to come in, but they didn't make it through the acid.
Good for
Place
them.
seems a lot busier than I expected.
Yeah, I did not. I was not anticipating this much activity.
Oh.
Well, I guess we were told that there were like 3 different groups trying to find it when we were trying to find it.
Yeah,
So apparently some of them did.
yeah. Well, it's getting to the point it's starting to feel like all of them did.
Zanny, can you leave me your ammo filling equipment?
Yeah, I can just set the crucible stuff still back out. Yeah, sure.
Perfect, thank you.
Okay.
All right. Lance and Chance, you both are on shift. Is there anything you guys are talking about or doing before the next things happen?
Lance is gonna make Zanny some silver bullets.
Nice. I'm gonna say roll a jeweler's check, because you're being very delicate to not mess with the projectile itself for it. So it's a very light silver coating. So go ahead, roll a jeweler's check.
Okay, so this has a +4 on top of this.
Okay. You are successfully able to make bullet casings, silver cased bullets.
So he just like takes some of the bullets that she just made and then like slowly uses the crucible to melt down enough silver coins. I don't know how many silver coins it would take.
I would say do 15.
Okay. And then he's just gonna slowly dip the some of her bullets in silver and then just clean off the edge around them so they don't get caught in the casing, and he's going to use the jeweler's tools to do that so that when she wakes up, she has all of them, and he's going to carve like smiley faces and other stupid symbols, just like
Yeah.
messages and dumb stuff into them. Well,
Are you making runes? Are you trying to infuse them with magic? Because she just sees him like writing on them, not like.
No, he's not actually making runes on them. He's just carving like dumb stuff, like.
Well, yeah, but like Chance just sees you like carving into it.
Right, like if you like Lance will hand them to you because he wrote like he's writing like cuss words in Celestial in them, like just like fuck you.
I will remind you, it is a bullet, so you probably will only get like 1 or 2 letters.
Yeah, so he'll carve like F-U or or just something like that, or just like a very rough smiley face.
Awesome.
Other than that, probably chat some practicing Celestial. But the other thing I want to do, Lance, can you help me with a experiment?
Sure.
It doesn't really require much from you, but I just didn't want to do it alone, just in case it for some reason backfires. Because this place is very timey-wimey and spacey-wacy. So first, Like we can't send messages or sendings outside of the place. But I want to see if there are options within the place. So the first thing I'm going to do is just send a message, the cantrip, to Lance from across the room.
Yep, and it seems to work.
All right. And then I'm going to send him a sending.
It works.
Okay. All right. We are, however, in the same room, so probably less space and time dilation. But now she's going to try to send a sending to the traveler. Because he is within the ruin, so she's like, we know that they can't get him from the outside in, but she's like, maybe we can get him from the inside inside.
Yeah. You cast the sending, and you feel the spell fail as it hits the walls.
All right, all right. I kind of figured that, but I thought I would, give it a try at this point in the evening. And then one other thing that I wanted to do while we were just sort of sitting around there is again doing detect magic and seeing the lines and everything. We've already seen the lines in this room, but she wants to see if these symbols on her and Lance, if they're somehow connected.
Okay. You go to the door, and you can kind of see your symbol and Lance's symbols are on the door. And as you get closer, it almost feels like the symbol lifts off of your chest.
All right.
And as you're experimenting, when you touch the symbol, it follows your hand, and you realize you can place it on the door, and it'll latch on.
Okay. But why would I want to put it on the door that we already had? I'd want to put it on
No, I mean the central, the
big door.
The
Okay.
big door forward.
Yeah, I'm like, I think I want to put it on the door we want to go to.
Yeah, you realize the big door to move forward ahead has 4 symbols for it that you can essentially place.
Okay, that's what I thought, but that's kind of like, yeah, that's what she was trying to kind of get these are okay. Yes.
Great.
We're activating the ley lines or whatever.
Yep. Any other experiments throughout the night?
Probably, but not that I can think of at the moment.
All right. Uneventful the rest of the night for the two of you. And then you wake up Erlon and Alice. Erlon and Alice, what are you both doing primarily throughout the evening?
I'm obviously gonna dabble in some blood magic.
No, Elan, you're gonna watch me dabble because we're not. Look, you remember what happened last time? It's because you bled on it, all right? These are my ghosts, and if you bleed on it, you're going to bring someone else around here, and I'm sure there's enough stuff that's died here. We've run into more ghosts here than we have recently above ground, so...
But maybe my blood has learned, to not do that.
Look, Elan, when we get back to my house, we can go somewhere, and we can see if you can dabble in blood magic. All right? Just probably not here. This is a place where a lot of people have died or been heinously murdered.
Why are we doing this, by the way?
Oh, well, because my ghosts are always watching me, so seeing as they're ghosts and whatnot, they might know something about the place, but I was going to ask for your, opinion on the matter.
Okay.
Now, I could obviously summon Khalid, the Kingbreaker, who knows a decent bit about Eremer's sordid past. I mean, he was around how many years ago?
Over 1,000 years ago.
Over 1,000 years ago, so a lot closer to the time of this and whatnot. There's also, hold on, Incident's the traveler, correct?
Incident?
Incident.
Oh, Exiden, yes.
Yes.
Jeez, Alice, you don't even know the names of them.
I do. Dragonborn names are very difficult. I'm not speaking Draconic as well as you, darling.
One day.
Incident's a particularly good finder. I have him out on a mission for me right now, but seeing as he can't do it, perhaps he'd, have some insight into these tunnels. Or there's Renoa, who's the Phantom, who might actually be the only one that can spook around these halls. What do you think is the best one? Who should I ask a little more about this place? Or there's Garrick, a dwarf.
Garrick?
Yes.
Another smaller gentleman?
Yes, but we are in the Dwelven Ruins, so he's a dwarf. He might have some insight into this as well.
Yeah, I feel like this is not something that people already know about, though. But we can learn more about it with future insight. So I'm thinking the Phantom might be good.
Do you think Renoa?
Yeah.
Okay.
Renoa. Is that
She's
girl?
yes, very aloof.
Yes.
Lovely, lovely lady. I'm sure you'll immediately want to bed her, but remember she is dead.
Well, I
Okay.
mean, that would be a first for anybody, right?
And we cannot touch them.
We can't touch them.
No, I've tried.
And what happened?
They go right through me.
That's you.
I mean, you can try if you want to, but hold on. And she's gonna she's gonna go off into like a corner of the room, and she's gonna draw her little circle. Alon, do you
Can't
have any
wait to
cups
poke
on you?
Renoa. Cups?
I need water.
The water! Can I not just, like, salivate?
I mean, you could, but I need the water before she shows up.
Oh, is she gonna drink it?
No.
I mean, I can work up a sweat.
Does no one have water? I know Zanny has an endless canteen. I'm gonna go very carefully
Water!
nudge it off of Zanny's body, trying
It's just
not to
whenever
wake
everybody
her.
takes my shit, I get it.
Everyone, yep.
Oh yeah, we have a decanter of water.
Yes.
So
I need-
anyone won't notice.
Also, like, I would assume at each mealtime we fill our own canteens so that we have something to drink while we're on watch and stuff.
Right?
Erlon looks at all the cups of water. He's like, "Nope, I'll just sweat instead." No, we can
So-
use that water. That's fine. Let's
Yeah,
do it.
I just like Steffi just watching, like, yeah, I'm gonna salivate, I'm gonna sweat. I was gonna say, like,
I was
the
scared
ultimate
about
How
the
plan.
else
third
are you gonna get
option was-
water?
Grab the canteen of the decanter of endless water that Zanny purchased.
Yes, Alice will
Yes,
work through it. All right, we're
Yeah.
smarter than the average bear.
All right, let's get this run. Run.
Don't
Renoa.
worry. I figured between
Renoa.
the two of you guys can sweat it out.
Yeah.
Ah.
I thought you were gonna say between the two of us we might have a brain cell.
I figured that was implied.
Oh, okay.
It's
You
just
So-
summon. Well, first off, roll a charisma check.
Oh yes, charisma. Ooh la la.
Can I help?
No, this is direct.
Can I
Come
luck that?
on,
Just
Alice, you got
I'm
this.
gonna luck that.
If you want.
I
I
can't play my
would.
own little instrument.
It's worse.
It's not worse.
Oh,
it's better.
it's better.
12.
Yeah, okay.
You are successfully able to summon Renoa, and the gnomish ghost
Oh yeah, she's a
appears.
gnome. Forgot she was a gnome. I remembered the pointy ears. I couldn't remember her height exactly.
Alice. Pretty
What?
cool looking. No,
Yes.
nothing. Go on.
Hello, Renoa, darling.
She kind of looks like eloquent.
Hello.
Oh my. How are you today?
Dead.
Well, yes. I mean, I'm sorry. I don't know why I'm apologizing. I didn't cause that to happen. Darling,
Hold on, Alice. This kind of reminds me of one of your sisters.
are you talking about Simone or Penny?
Yes.
Oh,
no,
yes.
the depressed one. The depressed one.
Okay, Simone's not
Simo-
depressed.
No, it's the Penny one.
No, Penny's also not depressed. Penny's the one you're obsessed with. I'm saying Simone is like this. She's not depressed, though.
Oh, well, she's just really down in the dumps all the time.
Well, that's just her personality, darling.
All right, carry on.
Okay. Renoa, darling, we're a little bit indisposed here in the Dwelven Ruins. I was wondering how far around you guys were capable of seeing. If you were.
Normally, we're very adept at looking around. However, this ruin is very difficult for us to navigate in the ethereal realm.
I was honestly a little worried that I wouldn't be able to summon you at all. For that exact reason.
We're able to follow you from room to room, but once the door closes, we're shut out. So our reach is limited.
Okay, so I can't be like, oh, Renoa, darling, you are the phantom of my dreams. Can you see what's beyond door number 3?
Unfortunately not.
Oh shit! I picked the wrong one.
No, it's not her fault, darling. All of them are going to have the same issue.
Oh.
Honestly, Renoa was probably our best bet because I kind of figured between her, honestly, call to action, they'd have a little bit more reach than the other 6. Have you heard anything from Incident by chance?
He is intrigued by this place. He's here, and she's here to kind of like look past you for a moment, then look back to you. He wants you to be careful. Something about this place unnerves him.
Well, it is rather an unnerving place, so I don't blame him. Well, if you can't see past this door, then I'm sure you have no idea what's going on the outside either.
Unfortunately not.
Well, darling, this has been not our conversation. I just meant this whole past 2 weeks / month / day has been quite a lot.
I know. I can tell. This has been a hard journey to this dungeon, and I'm not sure what the other 2 doors will bring. All I can say is good luck, and hopefully if you need us, we're here for you.
Yes, because you're all so delightful. Have I introduced you to Elon yet?
I've seen him around.
You watched me?
Technically, we're all around Alice. So
Yeah, but you
wherever
don't
Alice
have
goes,
to.
we see.
And
We've seen her journey with you.
not about that, about me.
What about you?
Yeah.
Alice
Carry
is
on.
just smiling. She's
God.
absolutely thrilled to pieces.
Totally like your sister.
Alice is once again going to attempt to touch Noah. She's gonna reach her hand through the thing.
Hands phase through. And phase through Erlon's as well.
Does he get the story too?
No, it's only
okay.
you.
He just gets the cold sensation.
Yep.
It's so tingly.
Oh, Renoa. Look, I promise when we get out of this, I'm going to put a little bit more oomph into helping you all as you have helped me, but I'm a bit stuck at the moment. So I apologize that has been put on hold for the moment.
It's fine. We've only been dead for hundreds of years. We can wait longer.
Well, I mean, what's a few more months in the grand scheme of things?
Exactly.
You won't even be another year older before I help you to that great beyond.
Perhaps.
Do you celebrate birthdays, darling? When's your birthday? Or do you
This is
celebrate death days?
Disgusting.
You know, I can't really remember my birthday.
Oh no.
Strange, isn't that?
Do you remember your sign?
I think the mage?
What months are that?
You would know that that's kind of like in the late summer, early autumn, which you technically are, or last you just hit autumn.
Oh, well, darling, your birthday just passed.
Happy birthday!
Yay.
Oh, not a birthday person. Okay, well, remind me when we get home to introduce you to my sister Simone, because he's right, you two would hit it off in an instant.
Yes.
Honestly, you're kindred spirits. It might be good to talk to someone who's not so much me or Erlon or honestly any of us.
Any of us. Yep.
Perhaps it would be nice to speak with Simone.
Your sister is an interesting person.
Yep.
I wouldn't force ourselves into a conversation. Just let it occur naturally.
I mean, to be honest, Renoa, there's only forcing a conversation between you two because I have to summon you.
True.
It doesn't really come about naturally when I have to put my blood on an altar surrounded by a circle of chalk and water.
Fair. Word of.
Go
No,
ahead.
it's fine. I think that's fine.
No, what were you about to say? I was just honestly filling the void with noise.
I've noticed Lance has been studying a lot of magic for it all. I was just curious how his studies are going. If he's still obsessed with positive inclined necromancy versus negative inclined necromancy. I was just curious.
Oh, you're just curious.
Yes, I did
Oh.
study at the Black Tower way back when.
Alice just kind of nudges Erlon with her elbow. Oh, she's curious about Lance, darling. Yes, Lance is still. What was the word you used? Obsessing? I believe obsessing is a good word for it. Everything we come across that is some semblance of bones, he turns into some freakish walking nightmare.
Yeah.
Nothing wrong with summoning skeletons or zombies.
No, it's not the skeletons that's the problem. It's the body the skeletons used to be. The goat. The goat really threw me for a loop, honestly.
Uh-huh.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Well, better that than other monstrosities.
I suppose, and he could have gotten into summoning like golems, like those disgusting, dripping, oozing monsters. So at least we've got dry skeletons.
Exactly. I personally preferred skeletons over zombies.
Cool.
Well, but no, look, next time I'm dabbling in a bit of, blood magic, I will wake Lance up and you guys can have a whole conversation about it for 10 minutes if you'd so please.
I wouldn't mind that. To see what he's learned in, well, with positive inclined versus negative inclined. So.
Well.
Yeah.
Will you tell everyone, give everyone my best, please?
I will. Thanks for summoning me. I
And
appreciate it.
oh, of course, darling. It's fantastic to speak with you
You
as
can just
always.
tell that you appreciate it so much.
You're a little bit elusive to get a hold of, if
I
I'm
know.
being honest.
It's part of my charm.
Well,
Yep.
yes, it is. I'll pass on my your regards to Lance, and if you would remind Inshadin of the task I gave him when we leave here. I don't want to have to resummon him to remind him, but also tell him thank you.
I shall.
So do it nicely. Thank you, darling.
Take care.
Ta-ta.
She walks off the circle.
Alice is gonna turn.
I will remind you
What?
quickly. She did say she studied at the Black Tower.
Yeah,
So just FYI, she is a wizard, or was a wizard.
that's
So-
fine. We still think she's crashing on Lance.
All right, that's fine. I just wanted to make sure that was clear for it. So.
Oh, crystal clear. That's not gonna stop me though from believing what I
Hey,
want to
Alice.
believe. Alice is going to look at Erlon and go, so what did you think? Did you make a good choice?
Wow. So I would take the last time that we used blood magic way more over that one. That was that
Well-
was riveting.
Darling, you have to remember that they were all people with their own personalities. It's not like you can just summon Aisha or Khalid every time.
Yeah, but like, it's just, you know what? Actually, about that, you said you're gonna help her. Is that like that one guy on the train that you said that we had to like do something for him and then he can go up to the afterlife kind of deal? Like, is that like you have them prisoner, Alice?
No, darling, I don't have them prisoner. They're just with me because they know that I can help them move on.
And you just haven't done it yet.
Well, I have to figure out what's keeping them here first. Like, it's kind of difficult because I believe the thing keeping Khalid here is the fact that Eremer is currently tearing itself apart, so it's a little bit hard to just casually put Eremer back together and fix everything so Khalid can feel the need to move on and stop protecting Eremer.
Gotcha. Oh, okay. So that's what he does.
Yes,
Okay.
and then also I have to figure out why they all think they're still here and what I can do about it.
Man, good luck with that, especially with her. When you feel the need to do that one, you don't have to ever ask me to do blood magic with you ever again. Thanks.
Well, darling, I want you to meet all of them.
You know what? After that one, I just can't wait to meet the next one.
Well, look, here, I'll tell you, I'll give you the brief rundown. Hakim is a groundhog, he does not speak. He
Okay,
runs in
well,
circles.
useless.
No, he's very cute. He's very clever, darling. Very
Gotcha.
clever. Khalid is obviously the king breaker, so coolest guy you'll ever meet. Den Kath is a dragonborn. Very
Okay.
sweet, very excitable.
Okay.
I think you'd like her, but she's a little all over the place. Call to action, Katkin. You met her one time. That was the one you saw when we were drunk.
Did I see her?
Yes, you thought you did. Very
think
finicky.
It was weird. Yeah, I did get that weird feeling that time.
Garrick's a dwarf. He's just very dwarfy.
Hmm.
Yes.
Yeah.
Inshadin, delightful, dragonborn. A finder. Just an all-around good person. Aisha, you've come in contact with before. She's a delight and probably going to be your favorite for the rest of eternity.
I guess so. And that's a lot of them.
There's 8 of them.
Alice. Yeah. Are you adding more?
And I don't know. Revenos kind of stuck them on me, so.
Wait, this is Revenos is doing?
Alan, can I tell you a secret?
Yeah, you're just so good at them. Go ahead, Alice.
Well, Revenos thought I would be a good one to help them, and in doing so, he gave me just the tiniest hint of a little peek into what comes next.
I won't tell anybody your secret.
Thank you, darling. But it does help me, want to help them.
That's good. That's good for you, Alice. You keep doing that. You're doing a great job.
Look, and Elan, if you die on the battlefield, never fear, you will be ghost number 9.
I bet you can find out what I need to move on, that's for sure.
Revenge, and I will not go sleep with Eloquent for you, I apologize. But I will summon you, and you can say hello to her.
That's so sweet of you. I can't wait to die. To be one of your ghost slaves soon.
DM, win Elon dice. Can I please have him?
I will not answer that.
What?
Okay.
With that being said,
Claims of my body like I'm an organ donor here.
more.
Yes.
You can have his spirit, but I get his body.
I know, Lance gets a
It's fine.
body.
Hey,
More
we
ban-
said we wanted to do a spirit and body thing.
More banter is had. Eventually, successfully, no other attacks this night.
Look at that. Thank
Long
God we did
rest,
our
everyone
checks for that.
Gets. All right. The next morning, it's kind of hard to figure out what time is in this place. But you all regroup. What is the next door you are entering? Is it going to be the northeast or the southeast door?
Southeast. Let's go to the SEC.
Let's do it.
Okay. So,
Yeah.
any spell preps done in the morning?
We will do aid in the morning on Chance, Alice, and Lance for 10 HP.
All right.
Start them with their early morning tea this morning.
So say again,
Delicious.
Chance, Alice, and Lance, right?
Yep, Chance, Alice, and Lance. Aid at level 3 for 10 hit points.
Perfect. All right. Do we have another stirring, inspiring speech from Alice?
Yeah, so the inspiring speech starts off with Alice telling Lance about his new girlfriend. That's how the inspiring speech starts. Is Alice gets to tell everybody that Lance has a boyfriend, or sorry, a girlfriend. Lance has a new
It's all right.
girlfriend. He just doesn't know it yet. She's also she's gonna lean into the inspiration this time and actually talk about how proud she is of everybody and how we've come together. And she's gonna look at Erlon, and then she's gonna delve into a speech about how it's good we all, trust each other enough to play to our strengths and understand that we have to give each other the benefit of the doubt and realize that sometimes we're just doing what we think is best. Like these games are hard, and sometimes we have to take a chance and put ourselves out there in a way
Take
that.
a chance.
Sorry, that was not intentional. Put ourselves out there and do what we think needs to be done. And then she's gonna conclude with, and remember, Alice is not getting dragged out by her hair today. Everybody put your hands in the middle. Victory on 3. 1, 2, 3. Alice isn't getting dragged out by her hair. Victory!
Victory! I fully agree with all that she said.
Victory. What was that one?
Trusting people.
14 temporary hit points. For
Yes.
whoever wants to accept it.
And then we get 10 max HP, correct?
And then 10 max from Zanny's aid.
I don't get
Yes.
that.
All right.
I still don't know why I feel so inspired by that, but damn it, I do.
That was a great one.
I feel like a preacher at this point.
Look, I'm just gonna let you all know. Thank God we didn't have her ghost give us an inspirational speech. Okay.
Okay, well look.
Oh, yeah.
Lance, your girlfriend she's got a very dry personality. She's much like Simone. The world needs people like that. Okay, they can't all be brash and unlevel-headed like us, Erlon. All right.
True.
We have to remember that
Balance.
some people need to, think before they act.
See what we're doing here. I like it.
All right.
Yeah, I see what we're doing here. I kind of like it too.
So, quick thing also. Alice, do you put the light on your tiara again?
She's going to ask Erlon if he would like to be spotlight today.
Put it on my chest.
Yes.
All right.
Erlon gets the light.
Right token for 60 feet. There we go.
I feel it. I feel it.
I'll alarm the main door, just in case.
Great.
Good idea.
You all head in, and I'll say you check for traps. We're about to end the session, so I just want to end it on a little bit of a specific note. You check for traps down the bend. Let me just check one thing.
Down the river bend.
And continue going. And you see that there's a door at the very end. On the door, it says, well, let me roll. Actually, Erlon, roll a d4 for me, please.
D4, okay. We'll say, do you understand it? No, probably not. A dose.
Dwarven. Do you speak Dwarven?
Nope, but someone does here.
That's the question. Who speaks Dwarven?
Lance.
Yes, thank God. Good job, Lance.
Lance, you look at the writing and it says, touch nothing but the Dullah. You would know that Dullah is a specific type of pitcher, like a water pitcher. Do you
Lance
communicate
looks
this?
around. Is there a water pitcher?
Do you push open the doors?
Lance looks before. Yes, Lance looks at everybody and says, "It says touch nothing but the water pitcher, a very specific type." And he looks at Erlon. Touch nothing. Nothing.
Like the rock, huh?
Erlon, hands
Yep.
in your mouth, both hands. I want both of your pinkies in your mouth.
Come on, do you know where these hands have been?
Yes, pinkies in your mouth.
Yeah, whatever. Fine.
Hang on before we go in there.
Are you gonna clean my hands first?
No.
Shit.
But I will go ahead and cast Intellect Fortress at 5th level.
Jesus. I don't know what that is. Excited.
So I'll give myself Erlon and who else is not good with the brain?
Oh,
With the
not
brain.
smart. Great. Well, That leaves Alice.
I was gonna say, you know who owns the other half of her long
I
brain
think
cell.
exactly. I think we established it tonight pretty well.
All right, Chance, Erlon, and Alice all have advantage on the 3
Wisdom,
intellect.
intelligence, and charisma saves. Awesome.
Yeah.
Oh my god, I'm Megamind?
Megamind.
You just sense Chance casts her magic, and there's like almost like a helmet forms around your heads before it vanishes as you have intellect fortress. Lance, you push the doors open, and inside you all see a room full of gold. And that's where we're ending on tonight's session. And mountains of gold.
Oh boy.
Good thing none of us are greedy.
Stay. Sit.
You know.
Stay. Good,
And
Erlon.
Lance, you and we'll see what everyone's, if they're inclined for greed.
Lance is not walking in there.
The door is
not
open. Let me just say this. Fun things are about to happen to Lance and Chance because greed is part of both of your backstories.
I know.
That's why I was giving myself advantage on resisting.
I understand. I'm just letting you know. And for everyone else, I'm going to be asking, you see a mountain of gold.
Bro.
So, we will see what happens next time on session 67 in 1 week from now. So, thank you all for a wonderful time. See you all next week. Take care.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye, everybody.